Oh, Selena! Long time no see, huh? Yo? You there? It's me, Pete, your beloved ex-husband, making the grand effort to reach out. You should be grateful. So, are you gonna respond to me or not?
Beloved? Ex-husband? What the hell are you rambling about?
Ah, see? I knew you were reading my messages. I gotcha. Couldn't resist, huh? Classic.
The only reason I'm replying is because your nonstop spam was annoying and the words coming out of your mouth were impossible to ignore. Also, who the hell gave you my new number? I changed it for a reason, damn it.
Man, you haven't changed at all. Still the queen of not showing your love outright to me. I love that about you.
Not showing my love outright to you? Are you seriously that brain dead? I only replied because I don't want some creep like you twisting reality and spreading your nonsense. So yeah, I'm replying purely for damage control. Got it?
Yeah, whatever. Skip the drama, babe. So when do I move in?
Move in? What in God's name are you talking about now?
Oh, stop playing coy. You're rebuilding that house of yours, aren't you?
And?
Yeah, I saw it. Just happened to pass by the other day. Looks like a brand new two-family home, huh? Pretty bold move.
And that's your business. How?
Oh, come on. It's obvious, isn't it? You finally realized you can't live without me. That house, it's your way of saying you want us back together. Don't worry, babe. I'm a forgiving man. I can overlook the cold shoulder you gave me. We can pick up right where we left off.
I honestly don't know where to begin correcting your idiocy. Seriously, what fantasy world are you living in? I have zero interest in getting back with you. None.
There you go again with that tough act. Not showing your love for me mode activated. You don't have to be like this, you know. If you hadn't gone and changed your number like some rebellious teenager, we wouldn't be playing this cat and mouse game, right?
Listen carefully, you delusional fossil. I didn't change my number for fun. I changed it to escape you. I don't want anything to do with you or your warped little fantasies.
Yeah, whatever. I get it. You're shy about admitting you miss me. But don't worry, I'm a patient guy. I'll keep an eye on the house. When it's ready, I'll just show up with my stuff. You won't have to lift a finger.
No, you won't, because there's one thing you clearly haven't bothered to wrap your tiny brain around.
Oh, finally admitting it, huh? You're ready to beg for me to come back? Let's hear it, babe.
I'm already married.
Come again?
You heard me. I'm married. Happily, legally, and completely married. So your little fantasy reunion? Never. Not in this life, not in any life.
Good one. Nice bluff, but you'll have to do better than that if you want me to buy it.
You're not buying it because you don't want to face reality.
Damn right I'm not buying it. You think I'm that easy to fool? I've seen that two-family house going up with my own eyes every single day. And your parents are long gone, aren't they? Which means there's only one logical explanation left. You're building that house so you can live with my parents. That's the only thing that makes sense. You're trying to patch things up with me. You're planning our sweet little remarriage, and you just couldn't say it out loud. How's that for airtight detective work, huh? Impressive, right? You can praise me now.
I don't even know where to start with how brain-meltingly wrong you are. Seriously, my brain cells are crying just listening to you. First off, newsflash, you and your parents are not part of my life plan. That house, it has nothing to do with you. I'm not building it for you, with you, near you, or anything else your messed up heads conjured up. So stop this pathetic fantasy, delete my number, and do not contact me again. Am I clear?
Yeah. You're just flustered, babe. 5 years apart is a long time, huh? I get it. You're in panic mode. But I know you. Once you calm down, you'll realize how much you miss me. I'll give you some space, but I'll be back. Count on it, Selena. Later, babe. Hey, Selena! It's me, your beloved pet, remember? I figured I'd give you a heads up since we're practically family now and all. So, about that shiny new two-family house of yours. Looks like it turned out pretty well, huh? I passed by the other day, couldn't help but notice how gorgeous it's looking. And I saw there's already a car parked out front. Judging by that, I guess you're pretty much all set to move in, right? No more delays or excuses, huh? Well, that's perfect timing, isn't it? Because guess what? I'm thinking it's about time we joined you. You know, as one big, happy, blended family. Us, you, and of course my dear parents, too. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work, right? It is a two-family home, after all. So, let's make it official, shall we? We'll be bringing our things over soon, and we'll be counting on you to welcome us properly. From now on, let's all get along, okay? You can look forward to seeing us around morning, noon, and night. We'll be neighbors, housemates, family, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, don't stress too much about the details. We'll take care of the rest when we get there. See you real soon, Selena.
What the hell? You're seriously planning to move in here? With your parents, too? You can't be serious.
Ah, Selena. Finally acting like your usual self, huh? Why the cold shoulder last night? I sent you a message straight from your one and only darling husband, you know? You should have been waiting by your phone ready to reply instantly. That's basic respect, don't you think?
Ugh, I have so many things I want to say. I don't even know where to start. For your information, my phone ran out of battery last night. I just turned it back on, and now I'm reading your absurd, delusional message and trying not to burst out laughing.
Absurd, huh? Sounds to me like my message made quite an impact on you, didn't it? You're so moved you don't even know how to react. Must be nice to still feel that way about me after all these years, huh?
Don't twist my words into whatever suits your fantasy. I'm disgusted, not thrilled. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Oh, come on. You know what they say. When a woman says no, it secretly means yes, right? Wait, maybe this is one of those classic tsundere moments, huh?
Yeah, no. And don't show up here. Why the hell would I ever welcome back an ex-husband who cheated on me and his vile parents who spent years hurling insults at me? You think I've been waiting around to crawl back to that nightmare?
Look, about the cheating thing, let's just call it water under the bridge, all right?
Excuse me? Water under the bridge? For both of us?
Yeah, exactly. Even Mom said it. This all happened because you just weren't attractive enough as a woman. You totally failed as a wife, Selena. Honestly, you should have been the one paying me alimony to make up for it. But somehow I ended up paying you. And after that, the past 5 years have been hell for me. I got dumped by that girl, lost my job, the neighbors whisper about me behind my back. It's been a nightmare. So now it's only fair you dedicate your life to making it up to me.
Making it up to you?
Exactly. You built that fancy two-family house just for that, right? To atone for me and my parents.
What kind of twisted logic is that? That has nothing to do with you.
Oh, don't get all worked up now. If you're already this emotional, how will you handle seeing me in person? Speaking of which, guess what? I'm here right now.
What?
I brought my parents and we're ready to move in. I even brought the marriage registration forms so we can officially get remarried today. Let's start our happy family life again.
Are you out of your mind?
Our stuff's on the way, too. Movers will be here in the afternoon, so yeah, you'll take care of those feels, right? Thanks in advance.
Wait, you actually came?
Yup. Look out your window if you don't believe me. We're standing right at your front door. Me, Mom, and Dad.
There's nobody out there.
Huh?
Yeah, I checked. There's no one at my door.
Cut the crap, Selena. Stop pretending, will ya? We're right here.
No, seriously, there's no one.
What?
Where exactly are you?
At your front door, duh.
Address?
Why do I need to tell you that? This is your family home, isn't it? Like I'd forget after all the times I've been here. We're in A City, of course.
A City? You're at my old family home?
Obviously. Why are you double-checking like some clueless idiot? Open the door already. Mom and Dad can't wait to resume your wifely re-education. Time for you to remember your place.
You might want to double-check that address yourself, genius, because you're at the wrong house.
What?
You finally made me understand what you've been rambling about all this time. Took me long enough.
What are you talking about?
That house, my old family home, I sold it.
What?
Yeah, I sold it years ago.
Why the hell would you do that?
After we divorced, I lived there for a couple of years, but the house was old and falling apart, so I sold it off. Simple.
No way. But then where do you live now?
After that, I rented a small, cheap apartment for a while. But now I live in a beautiful 2-family home with my husband and his lovely parents.
Husband?
Yeah, I met him through some friends.
And his parents?
Uh-huh. They're kind, considerate, and nothing like the nightmare you call parents.
I don't understand. This has to be some kind of prank, right? You're just trying to surprise me or something.
Nope, no tricks here. This is my life now.
You can't do this to me. You have to let me move in. I already gave up my apartment. My dad and I even quit our jobs for this.
Oh my God, were you seriously planning to live off my income? Is that what this was about?
Well, I figured if you had enough cash to build a house, you could support us.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I built a house, but it's under my husband's name. And guess what? It's nowhere near A City. I didn't even know my old place was under construction again.
No, open the door, damn it! Let's get married again, I'm begging you!
You really are the king of idiots.
What?
Did you even look at the nameplate on the mailbox?
Nameplate? Wait a sec, that's not your name!
Exactly. Some completely unrelated family lives there now. Got it? You're trespassing on a stranger's property.
What?
So unless you want to get arrested for loitering, I suggest you pack up your circus and leave. And you might want to hurry, because if someone inside already called the cops, well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, Selena, there's a police car coming!
Tough luck. Guess you'll just have to figure it out on your own.
Selena! Help me!
Not my problem. Goodbye. Sometime later, I received an unexpected phone call from one of my ex-husband's distant relatives. This person, who I hadn't heard from in years, called me to apologize and to explain what had happened after the incident involving the police. I wasn't sure if I wanted to hear anything about my ex-husband or his family, considering all the pain and betrayal they had caused me in the past. But out of a sense of closure, or perhaps simple curiosity, I chose to listen. According to them, after the chaotic incident with the police patrol car, things had escalated quickly for my ex-husband and his parents. Apparently, when they saw the patrol car approaching them, they panicked, as if realizing too late that their behavior had crossed into criminal territory. In their desperation to escape the scene, they tried to flee in different directions, but fate seemed to have other plans. As they scrambled to disappear into the nearby streets, they ended up running straight into another set of officers who had arrived on bicycles from an alternative route. Those officers quickly blocked their path, cutting off their escape and forcing them into an awkward confrontation. Faced with police officers demanding explanations, the three of them became flustered and could barely string together a coherent story. Their elusive behavior, fidgeting and mumbling, only made them look more suspicious in the eyes of the authorities. They had no identification on them, no clear purpose for being in the area, and no reasonable explanation as to why they had reacted with such panic when seeing the patrol car. Naturally, this triggered the officers' instincts to treat them as potential criminals, resulting in them being detained and taken in for questioning at the police station. Although, according to the relative, even though no direct harm had yet been inflicted upon anyone, the police deemed their actions sufficiently suspicious to warrant a thorough investigation. After several hours of interrogation and an official warning, they were released under strict surveillance and with a formal warning on their record. They were made well aware that any further incidents would result in immediate arrest and more serious charges. But as I listened to the details, it became clear that the true punishment for them had nothing to do with police action. Their biggest problem was far more pressing and far less avoidable. They had no home, no income, and no one left willing to support them. The relative told me, almost with a tone of cold resignation, that the trio, my ex-husband and his aging parents, were now effectively destitute. In the 5 years since our divorce and the ugly affair that had shattered not only our marriage but also their social standing, they had managed to alienate practically everyone in their extended family. Once their dirty laundry had been aired for all to see, the cheating, the manipulation, the lies, they had been ostracized. Relatives who once might have offered them a spare room or financial help had turned their backs, disgusted by the betrayal and selfishness they had displayed. Even friends who once orbited their lives disappeared once it became clear that associating with them would only bring trouble. Now they had no choice but to live in a run-down, decrepit apartment in the worst part of town. It was a tiny, suffocating space in a building where the shared toilet was in the hallway and there was no bath at all. They had to make do with public bathhouses or endure humiliation of using hand basins and makeshift methods just to keep clean. The rent was dirt cheap, and that was the only reason they could afford it. But even then, every month was a struggle to scrape together enough money to keep a roof over their heads. My ex-husband, once smug and arrogant, who had so easily thrown away our family for his fleeting affair, now faced the grim reality of being a middle-aged man with no job, no skills to fall back on, and no support system. His parents, who once looked down on me as if I were some outsider unworthy of their son, were now equally destitute and humiliated, their pride shattered, their status reduced to nothing more than gossip fodder for those in the neighborhood who remembered them in their better days. They tried, I heard, to find jobs, anything to sustain themselves, but employers weren't interested in hiring people with gaps in their work history and a reputation for trouble. Word travels fast in smaller communities, and their tainted names followed them like a scarlet letter. The few times they managed to get part-time work, they were treated with contempt, given the worst shifts, and talked about behind their backs by coworkers who saw them as pathetic, washed-up has-beens. The relative told me that they spent most of their days hiding inside their tiny apartment, rarely venturing out except to buy the barest of essentials. Their days were filled with bitterness, arguments, and endless blame-shifting, each of them pointing fingers at the other for the life they now led. My ex-husband blamed his mother for controlling him and pushing him into decisions he now regretted. His mother, in turn, blamed him for being weak and useless, for not providing the life she believed she deserved. His father, silent and broken, merely sat in the corner, staring blankly at the walls, having given up on the idea of a better future. I won't pretend that hearing all this didn't stir some complicated feelings in me. A part of me, the part that had suffered through their cruelty, their betrayal, their manipulation, felt vindicated. They had made their bed, and now they were forced to lie in it, cold, lonely, and penniless. But another part of me, perhaps the more compassionate side, couldn't help but feel a pang of pity. I had moved on, I had rebuilt my life, found happiness again, and surrounded myself with people who truly cared about me and valued me. I had a partner who respected me, a support network that embraced me, and a peaceful home where love, not resentment, was the foundation.
Well, well, Allison, you're trying to cut corners again, aren't you? This is exactly why girls raised by some sloppy, broke, single father always end up like this. Absolutely useless.
London, I'm sorry, what are you even talking about? That was a very sudden attack, and I don't see where it's coming from.
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You were about to serve up lazy food again, weren't you? Were you seriously about to feed my son that kind of garbage?
Lazy food? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Your fridge! It was packed full of pre-made side dishes. I saw it with my own eyes.
Wait, are you saying you went inside our house again while we weren't home?
I simply stopped by to borrow something, and while I was there, I took a look around to see if my son's wife was keeping the home properly. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
There's everything wrong with that. I've asked you before. Please don't let yourself in when nobody's home. At the very least, can't you wait until Flynn or I are present and let us know beforehand?
And now you're dodging the topic. Typical. You always try to shift the blame when you're called out for your own failures. We're talking about those pathetic pre-made meals in your fridge, not your boundaries.
So you really think having pre-made dishes is cutting corners?
Absolutely. Especially that excuse of a meat and potatoes stew. What were you even trying to do with that?
Meat and potatoes? Wait, do you mean that stew?
Yes, if that's what you call it. The vegetables were cut unevenly, the broth was tasteless, so just appalling. So I threw it away.
You what?
I threw it out. There's no way I'd let Flynn eat something so bland and half-hearted.
That dish, Flynn made it.
What?
My father's friend brought us fresh potatoes the other day. Flynn got really excited and said he wanted to try cooking something on his own. So he followed a recipe step by step and made that nikujaga himself.
You're telling me Flynn made that?
Yes, he's been getting more and more interested in cooking lately. He's been flipping through recipe books after work and practicing with the basics. That stew was something he was really proud of, and you threw it away like it was trash?
You let your husband, a grown man, cook for himself?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure how that's relevant.
Unbelievable. That alone proves you're a failure as a wife. But more importantly, don't you dare ever serve him reheated meals again. And from now on, make sure he eats better food, not the leftovers from yesterday.
What exactly do you mean by better?
I saw you the other day at the supermarket. You were buying marked down meat and wilted vegetables. I saw you looking through the clearance bin like a scavenger.
You were watching me?
I was going to say hello, but honestly, I was too embarrassed. I couldn't believe you'd stoop so low in public.
London, have you ever stopped to consider why we're struggling to stay within our budget lately? You barging in uninvited and throwing out food like that, it's not just invasive, it's wasteful. That lazy stew could have lasted us 2 days' worth of meals and you just trashed it.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, but we have reached our limit. I'm going to talk to Flynn and ask him to take back the spare key. You can't keep coming and going whenever you like.
You what? You're taking the key away from me?
Actually, I'm thinking of changing the locks to a type that can't be duplicated so easily, just to be safe.
You little...
I really don't have time to argue anymore. I have work left to finish. If you have concerns about what Flynn eats or what we keep in the fridge, feel free to call before showing up uninvited.
Well, this is unbelievable. I am his mother.
And I'm his wife. He's an adult, London. You don't get to decide what he eats, where he eats, or what time he gets home. And you certainly don't get to dictate how I manage our meals at home.
You're going to regret this.
Maybe, but at least I'll regret it with my dignity intact. Now please leave. London, where are you right now? I have been calling and messaging you for over an hour and no response. And I need you to return the spare key, remember? Still nothing. London, come on, I can see that you've read my messages.
Yes, calm down. What is it now?
When you stopped by earlier today, you took something from the house, didn't you?
I already told you. I sent a message saying I was borrowing something. The conversation about your disgraceful cooking was just a side note. That wasn't the main reason I dropped by.
Then give it back.
Excuse me? When a mother-in-law politely asks to borrow something, the proper response from a daughter-in-law is, of course, take whatever you need. Not screaming demands.
Then come when someone is actually home. You can't just let yourself in like that, London.
I did message you that I'd be borrowing something. Don't act like I didn't give you a heads up.
A vague message saying I'm dropping by to borrow something isn't enough. You didn't say what you were taking. Some things are precious. I don't want just anyone grabbing whatever they like from my home.
You're being ridiculous. If you're going to obsess over every little item, you're clearly not cut out to be the wife of this family.
Stop trying to twist this around and justify your behavior. You took something deeply personal, something that mattered to me.
What are you even talking about?
The dress you took, that was my mother's dress. It's one of the only things I have left of her.
This thing? Oh, that explains the weird pattern. Such a dated look. Oh, figures it would come from a cheap background.
You knew. You knew, didn't you? And now you're pretending you didn't?
Even knowing, it's not like it's anything special. You're acting like it's some priceless heirloom when it honestly looks like a thrift store reject.
Then give it back!
Well, that's going to be difficult right now.
Why?
Because I'm wearing it.
What?
A friend of mine invited me to a last-minute theater night. She said, let's make it a bit classy, everyone in dresses. But the problem was my own dresses were all at the cleaners. I wore one to a cousin's wedding just last week, and everything's out being washed.
So you decided to wear my mother's dress without asking?
Yes, I remembered seeing a few of your dresses tucked away. I thought one of them might do in a pinch. It's not my fault you keep sentimental junk in the closet and expect me to know which rags are sacred.
Why didn't you rent something or just wear something simple?
Rentals cost money. Why should I waste money when there's something right there at home? This worked out perfectly. It's convenient.
No, London, it's not convenient. It's theft. That dress was not yours to take, not yours to wear, and not yours to mock.
Oh, stop being so melodramatic. I told you, I'll return it. It's not like I'm keeping it. You're blowing this out of proportion.
You don't get to decide what is or isn't a big deal. That dress was the only thing I had left from my mother. It was hers. She wore it on the last birthday we celebrated before she passed. You had no right.
Oh, please. You can't live your life clinging to old rags and memories. Let it go already. She's gone.
Don't you dare.
I really don't have time for this. The performance is starting. I'm turning my phone off now.
London, don't you dare hang up on me.
Toodles.
London! Open your phone. Pick up. Why aren't you answering me? Explain yourself right now.
Ugh, what is this all about? Do you always have to be so dramatic?
Dramatic? You really think I'm being dramatic right now? Where is my dress? Don't play dumb. The heels and ribbon were in the case, but the dress was gone. The dress. My mother's keepsake, the one I trusted you to bring here safely. Where is it?
Oh, that. Right, yeah, about that.
Start talking now.
So, my friend, the one I went to the theater with yesterday, she saw the dress when I opened the bag and she was obsessed with it. She said she'd never seen anything so unique before, and she begged me to let her have it. Kept going on and on, wouldn't shut up about it, so I gave it to her.
You gave it to her? You gave away my dress. The only thing I have left of my mother, and you gave it away like it was nothing?
Oh, don't make it sound so harsh. She really loved it, and I didn't want to sour our friendship by saying no.
You seriously prioritized your friendship over my mother's legacy? Do you realize what you've done?
Oh, come on. It's not like it was some priceless relic. It's just a dress. And besides, it looked kind of old, honestly. Worn.
Don't you dare. That dress was handcrafted. My mother wore it the night she won her final competition. It was her most treasured possession. She made me promise to take care of it. You had no right to even touch it without asking, let alone give it away.
Okay. Jeez, you're acting like I burned your house down. I'll pay you for it if it means that much to you. What, like $300?
It's worth $300,000.
Sorry, what?
$300,000. That's what the dress is worth. It was made by a Japanese living national treasure. A one-of-a-kind commission, silk, hand-dyed by a master. Priceless? Maybe, but insured for $300,000.
That's a joke, right? There's no way something like that ended up in your family.
Why not? Because we're not dripping in gold? Because I come from a single-parent household, do you assume we're broke? My mother's family descended from nobility. The dress originally belonged to my grandmother. She purchased it through a personal connection with a renowned artisan. And that artist was recognized by the Japanese government for cultural preservation.
No, you're lying. This is some kind of trick to guilt me.
You don't believe me? Fine. Ask your sister Angela. She and her husband visited our home, remember? She took one look at the dress and nearly cried. Recognized the textile work instantly. Said it had to be from a living national treasure. And said it could easily be worth $300,000 or more. She even asked to take a photo of it to show her contacts.
Why didn't you tell me all of this earlier?
I tried, but you turned off your phone. You always do that when things get inconvenient, don't you? You walk around like nothing matters unless you decided it mattered.
Okay, fine, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
But you knew it was my mother's keepsake. You knew I trusted you. And you still gave it away. You still laughed when you told me it had been chopped up for an Aloha shirt.
Well, I didn't think it would spiral like this. I just thought she'd wear it once, maybe keep it. I didn't think she'd destroy it.
You didn't think at all. That's the problem. You act like people's hearts are toys. You walk around with your smirk and your petty little remarks, but the truth is, you're cruel. And when someone finally holds you accountable, you act shocked.
Look, I said I'd pay for it. I'll find a way.
You said it was a cheap old dress not 5 minutes ago. Now suddenly you're scrambling, but you know what? I don't want your money. I want my mother's dress back. Can you do that?
No, it's gone. I told you. It's been cut to pieces.
Then we're done, because this wasn't just a mistake. It was theft.
I didn't steal it.
You didn't have my permission. You took it without consent. You gave it away, and now it's destroyed. And I have every right to report that. Flynn wants me to go to the police. He is furious, London. Because while you were destroying what little I had left of my mother, he was the one trying to help me hold it together.
Flynn's involved in this?
Yes, and more than that, he told his father everything.
What? He told his dad?
Flynn sent him a message. He's flying back immediately. He said, and I quote, "If she did this on purpose, we'll be having a very serious conversation about what kind of woman I married." He also said you might want to start preparing for a divorce.
No. Oh, this is a nightmare. It was just a stupid dress. How did this happen?
Because you made it happen. You saw something that mattered to me and decided to ruin it. And the kicker? You weren't subtle about it. You whispered to yourself as you took the dress. "So, this is her precious keepsake dress, huh? Well, I'm sure it's nothing special. She'll probably panic when she finds out I wore it."
How do you know that?
Because you were caught on camera. Our pet monitoring system has sound. It recorded every word. And now it's evidence. Evidence of intent, of motive, of malice.
No, please. This can't be happening. I didn't know it was being recorded. I didn't think.
You never do. And for once, that's going to cost you.
Please, can't we just talk about this? Work something out.
You had that chance. You lost it. From here on out, I'll be handling everything through legal counsel. You'll hear from my attorney soon.
Wait, no, don't do this. I'll be ruined.
You should have thought of that before you treated my grief like a joke. Before you handed my mother's memory over to a stranger just to feel powerful. You destroyed something I can never replace, and now you'll have to live with the consequences. Goodbye, London. The following day, my father-in-law returned home from his post in another city, having been informed of everything that had happened in his absence. The moment he stepped through the front door and saw the tension in the air, he knew something was wrong. But once he heard the full story, every reckless, selfish act that had unfolded, his rage boiled over. I had never seen a man look so completely betrayed by the people he trusted most. His face, usually calm and composed, was hardened with fury and disbelief. He didn't waste time with shouting or theatrics. No, his response was far more final. He immediately told my mother-in-law that their marriage was over. No more discussion, no more second chances, just a quiet, steely declaration that it was finished. Apparently on his way home, after speaking with several family members and reading messages I had sent him to explain what happened, he had already stopped by the city hall and picked up the divorce papers. Now, with unwavering resolve, he placed the documents in front of her and told her to sign them. And she did. Perhaps out of guilt, perhaps out of shock, or perhaps because she knew she had no defense left. But that wasn't the end of the story, not by a long shot. For the infamous wedding dress, the one that held so much sentimental and monetary value, it had been recklessly cut up and turned into a gaudy Aloha shirt, all for the sake of some tasteless joke. The person responsible for sewing the dress into that awful garment was one of my mother-in-law's close friends. At the time, I was furious, but I had assumed she knew the dress's significance. It turns out she didn't. She had been told it was just some old fabric my mother-in-law no longer cared about. When the truth came out, she was horrified. A few days later, she visited me in person, bowed her head low, and dropped to her knees in front of me. Tears welled up in her eyes as she apologized again and again, saying she had no idea what she had been asked to destroy. She begged for forgiveness, saying that she couldn't live with herself if she didn't try to make things right. I never wanted to see anyone grovel like that. I didn't need her to do that. I could see she was genuinely remorseful. She wasn't the one who needed to bear the full weight of this disaster, but she insisted. As a result, she proposed a repayment plan for the cost of the destroyed dress. She would handle the entire financial burden out of her own pocket, not because I asked her to, but because she said her conscience wouldn't allow her to do otherwise. That kind of integrity, it honestly surprised me. Later, I found out something else that made everything make a little more sense. This friend of my mother-in-law's wasn't just any ordinary person. She was actually a wealthy businesswoman. She owned a factory, managed a successful textile enterprise, and had more than enough resources to cover the damages. And this is where the irony truly hit home. She decided that my mother-in-law would pay off the debt herself by working in her factory. Yes, the same woman who once bragged about being too refined for manual labor was now waking up before dawn to put in hours on the production floor. Her friend had offered her a position out of mercy, a way for her to make amends through honest labor. I heard from mutual acquaintances that she's been grumbling every day since, muttering things like this wasn't how her life was supposed to turn out and how unfair everything is. But honestly, I can't feel sorry for her, not even a little. She did this to herself. She tore apart something meaningful, treated it like trash, and for what? A moment of petty control? A show of disrespect? Now she's paying the price literally and figuratively. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Forrest! Been a long time, huh? It's me, Tomas! Ring any bells? Wow, Tomas! Yeah, I remember you. You were in my class back in high school, right? That's the one! Guilty as charged! Man, it's been what, 12 years? Time flies! Yeah, it's been a while for sure. Honestly, this is kind of a surprise. Not to be rude, but we weren't exactly close back then. What's got you reaching out now? Fair point, I get it. But hey, I've got a reason. So here's the deal. We're organizing a high school reunion this year. I got pushed into being the point person, so I've been hitting up everyone. Oh, a reunion. I hadn't even thought about that kind of thing. To be honest, I've never gone to any of the past ones. Tell me about it. You've been a total ghost. We've had 4 already, man. Every time we'd send you invites, and every time you bailed with some I'm busy excuse or something. Thought you were never gonna show your face again. Guilty as charged, but I mean, can you really blame me? My high school life wasn't exactly a highlight reel. I wasn't popular, barely had any close friends, and most people probably forgot I even existed. I always felt like I'd be that awkward guy just standing around with a drink and no one to talk to. Yeah, I remember you were kinda reserved, bit of a loner vibe, real quiet, always had your head in a book. Definitely gave off that straight A dark cloud energy. But hey, we were all weird back then. You probably turned out fine. Thanks, I guess. I like to think I've mellowed out a bit. Got a decent job, started talking to actual people, developed a bit of social skill. Took some time, but I'm not the same ghost I used to be. That's what I like to hear. See, that's why these reunions are great. We all grew up, changed in ways no one expected. It's cool seeing how everyone turned out, who got hot, who didn't, who became successful, who didn't. Good food, cold drinks, old stories. What's not to like? Yeah, but I don't know. Even if I've changed, the idea of walking into a room full of people who remember me as that weird, quiet guy is still kinda intimidating. Like, what if they still see me the same way? Look, man, no one's gonna roast you or anything. Honestly, most of us barely remember who said what in math class 12 years ago. Everyone's just there to catch up and have a laugh. And you'd be surprised. Some of the people who barely noticed each other back then end up bonding the most now. It's just life. We've all taken different roads. That's fair. I guess I've been carrying around some old anxiety for no real reason. Maybe I've been too caught up in who I was, not who I am now. Exactly, dude. Nobody's frozen in time. You show up, have a drink, maybe reconnect with someone you didn't expect to. Worst case, you eat some free food and leave early. Best case, you actually enjoy yourself. All right. You said it's next month? Yeah, we're aiming for the 3rd Saturday. Afternoon start, probably around 1 or 2 p.m. Venue's still getting finalized, but I'll text you the full details once it's locked in. So can I put you down as a yes? Let me think. I don't have anything scheduled for that day, and... You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'll go. Time to stop hiding from my past like it's some cursed relic. There we go! That's the spirit. Forrest finally steps into the light. All right, man, I'll mark you down as confirmed, and hey, don't sweat it. No one's judging. It's just a bunch of awkward adults pretending they weren't awkward teenagers. You'll blend in just fine. I'll be in touch soon with all the info. All right. Thanks for reaching out, Tomas. Appreciate the push. Anytime, man. Talk soon. Hey, Tomas, got a second? I just got to the venue a little before 3, like the invitation said, but there's no one here. Not a single person. Did I mess up the address or something? Tomas? Dude, seriously? You actually fell for it? That's hilarious! Wait, what do you mean, fell for it? Reunion venue changed, bro! We canceled that place earlier today! Changed? To where? Now why would I tell you that? Come on, man! You're the punchline today! God, I can't believe how easy this was! What the hell are you talking about? All right, I'll spell it out since you clearly don't get it. So there's this little game me and my buddies play during drinking parties. It's kinda our signature move. We invite everyone to a place, confirm the time and all that. Then, on the day, we cancel the reservations, switch locations, and tell almost everyone. Almost. We leave one person out of the loop. Just one. You're joking! Nope. And guess what? Today, you were the lucky one we didn't tell. Congrats, man. You're the chosen idiot. This isn't funny. I didn't fall for anything. You never even told me the new location. How is that some kind of prank? It's simple, man. We all take bets. Who's gonna get screwed? Who'll actually pay the cancellation fee? You know how much they charge for canceling a 140-person booking on short notice? $7,000! The loser pays! That's the game! Today, you're the loser, so cough it up! You expect me to pay $7,000 for a prank I wasn't even told I was part of? Are you insane? That's not a game, that's just manipulation! That's fraud! Relax, man. We've done this before, a few times. Always got a laugh out of it. Sometimes the guy pays, sometimes not. Doesn't matter. The chaos is part of the fun. Besides, I didn't use my real name for the booking, so even if they wanted to chase someone, they can't get me. You're bragging about using fake names to make fraudulent reservations? Do you even hear yourself? This isn't a joke anymore. It's harassment. And borderline criminal. Depending on the restaurant, this could be a police matter. Good luck with that. You think I haven't thought this through? No paper trail, no real ID. They only know you showed up. So guess who they're gonna come after for the cancellation? No, you're not dragging me into this. I'm not paying a cent. You planned this, you canceled, you lied, you pay. Nah, see, I already told the venue that you were covering the fee. Said you were the one who made the booking and wanted to surprise everyone with a prank. I even left your name and number with them. Told them you might try to run, so, good luck explaining that to them. You've seriously lost it. What kind of person does this? What kind of sick game are you playing? Oh, come on. Don't be so dramatic. It's just a bit of fun. Besides, it's not like you were even excited for this reunion anyway. You said yourself you were a nobody in high school. Thought it'd be funny to see the quiet kids squirm. So this was targeted. You singled me out because I didn't have many friends? You're still that insecure, pathetic bully who thinks screwing someone over makes you relevant? Nah, I just hate when people like you think they're suddenly part of the crowd. You weren't, you aren't, you won't be. You should have stayed in your little cave. This world's for people who can handle a joke. This isn't a joke, it's malicious. And if you think I won't take this to the police, think again. That restaurant could come after both of us. And I'll make sure every detail gets traced right back to you. Good luck proving anything. Fake name, burner number. I've done this dance before. Unbelievable. I honestly can't believe I ever thought about showing up and reconnecting. I thought maybe we'd all grown up a bit. But you've just become better at being cruel. Whatever, man. Thanks for the entertainment, though. You looked hilarious standing there all alone. If you end up paying the fee, great. If not, well, still worth it for the laughs. You want laughs? Try laughing when a lawyer's knocking on your door, because I'm not letting this go. You do that. Meanwhile, we'll be clinking glasses somewhere way more fun than that empty-ass venue you're still standing in. Enjoy the silence, Forrest. Later, loser. Go to hell, Tomas. Yo, Forrest, how's that one-man party going? Tell me, did you manage to cough up the money? Over here, we've been partying hard. Real wild night. We're headed to the after party next. You wanna come, or did you spend all your money running from your tab? I'll pass. I've got no interest in joining your little celebration, Tomas. Especially not after what you pulled. Oh, come on, don't be like that. You sulking or something? Look, my bad, okay? $7,000 is a lot of cash to lose on a prank. I get why you'd be pissed. But hey, look at it this way. Bad luck, right? Sometimes you roll the dice and crap out. Actually, I didn't pay a dime in cancellation fees. Wait, what? No way. You're not telling me you skipped out on the bill? Didn't run. I talked with the venue directly and got them to reverse the cancellation. We're still holding the party right now as we speak. Wait, seriously? You're throwing some sad little revenge party with your 4 lonely friends? Let me guess, you're passing the hat around so everyone chips in to cover the costs? How many people showed up to your pity parade? About 200. The hell did you just say? 200. Didn't want all that food and prep from the venue going to waste, so I reached out to coworkers, my boss, some clients, a few college buddies. explained the situation, asked if they'd pitch in 20 or 30 bucks to keep the night alive, and it just snowballed. Even got friends of friends coming in now. Company execs, friends, spouses, suppliers, everyone's here. It's turned into a full-blown networking event. No way, that's crap. You couldn't organize a lunch, let alone a 200-person party. You're a nobody. Maybe, but I've got connections, like Michael. Met him during my overseas exchange program in college. His family's filthy rich, and he's the CEO of his own firm now. Happened to be in the States for business and doing a little sightseeing, so I invited him. He said sure, then showed up with 50, 60 people. His colleagues, clients, some international partners. Wait, hold up. You went on exchange? You, Mr. Socially Awkward Loner? Pretty sure introversion doesn't disqualify someone from studying abroad. Anyway, the point is it's not some pathetic get-together. It's an opportunity. The kind you couldn't fake even if you tried. We've got professionals swapping business cards like crazy. Might walk out of here with 3 new contracts and half a dozen partnerships. Yeah, right. You're just making this up now. Think what you want, but guess who showed up a few minutes ago? I don't care. Your company's chairman and president. What? You're lying! Nope, your president apparently knew me. Came over and asked, "You're Forrest, right? You and our Tomas were classmates, weren't you?" Said he recognized me from a photo you'd shown around and he wanted to talk. Turns out he's been looking for an introduction to Michael's company. Thought I could help. And? Did you help? Tell me you helped! Nah, I turned him down. What? Why? Are you serious right now? That's my job on the line! Because it's your company. And let's not forget, I was the one who got conned. You tricked me into booking a venue, tried to stick me with a $7,000 tab just for your twisted amusement. Okay, but that has nothing to do with my company. Why take it out on my job? I don't have any beef with the company itself, but I sure as hell don't feel inclined to go out of my way for it either. Besides, when your president kept pressing, I decided to be honest. Told him everything. How you pulled a scam for laughs, how you nearly left me on the hook for thousands, and how this kind of behavior wasn't exactly new for you. What the hell, man? Why'd you tell him? Do you have any idea what'll happen if that deal falls through? I'll be the one who gets blamed! Not my problem. It's between you and your company. I just said I wouldn't introduce them. If the president still wants to pursue the deal, that's up to him. If not, well, maybe he's thinking twice about the kind of people he's promoted. You're screwing me over! You're doing this on purpose! I worked my ass off to get to where I am! I climbed from the bottom, man! You ruined this for me, I swear I'll sue you! For what? Telling the truth? Let me know how that goes. Your Honor, I bullied my old classmate and it backfired. Good luck finding a lawyer who'll touch that. You smug bastard! You know, I almost gave you the benefit of the doubt. If you just owned up, apologized like a decent human being, I might have tried smoothing things over. I would have talked to your president, explained you made a dumb mistake and deserved a second chance. But you doubled down, mocked me again, threatened me. You don't regret what you did. You're just afraid of consequences. Wait, don't go! Okay, I get it. You're right. I was an idiot. I shouldn't have done it. It was cruel and stupid, and I regret it. Please, I'll make it up to you. I'll apologize properly. Just, please talk to the chairman. Please fix this before it's too late. Too late? Tomas, they already left. Packed up and gone maybe 10 minutes ago. Even if I wanted to fix this, I couldn't. No, you son of a... You set me up! You let me walk into this and now you're laughing behind my back! Set you up? That's rich, coming from the guy who started this mess with a fake party. Let me give you some advice. Next time you plan to humiliate someone, make sure they don't know how to bounce back. You think you won? I didn't come here to win. I came to clean up the mess you made. And I did it with class, integrity, and the support of people who actually respect me. You've got a second-rate after-party and a bunch of plastic smiles. I swear I'll... What, call your lawyer? Go cry to your boss? Good luck with that. Anyway, we're wrapping up soon. People are starting to say their goodbyes. Meanwhile, I hear your group's heading to a karaoke bar for round 2. Hope it's a blast. Do you think I can enjoy anything now? Guess not. But hey, enjoy the company you keep. You earned it. After everything wrapped up, we decided to end things on a high note by throwing a small party. It wasn't extravagant, but it was heartfelt. People mingled, shared stories, and you could feel a sense of closure and connection in the air. Everyone seemed genuinely happy with how it turned out. Some even said it was the most fulfilling event they'd been part of in a long time, especially because it allowed people from all walks of life to connect. That meant a lot to me. The best part, we managed to collect around $7,000 from everyone who participated. That money covered all the costs related to the incident, venue, cleanup, everything. I can't describe the relief I felt. It could have easily turned into a financial mess, but thanks to everyone's contributions, we walked away without a burden on our backs. I was grateful to all of them for their generosity and for standing by me. But of course, the story didn't end there. A few days after the event, I found out that Tomas, still trying to save face, approached Michael's company in hopes of securing a business deal. I never told Michael about how Tomas had deceived us earlier. I figured it would only add fuel to the fire and cause unnecessary tension. But somehow, word must have gotten around. The chairman and president of Michael's company seemed to have drawn their own conclusions. They assumed Tomas had been the source of trouble and began to treat him differently, colder, more dismissive. He was no longer invited to important meetings, his suggestions were ignored, and his name was barely acknowledged in group discussions. The change in tone was obvious to everyone. Soon after, rumors started spreading that Tomas had disrespected Michael's company during the negotiations. Whether it was true or not didn't seem to matter anymore. Perception had already taken hold. Then came the final blow. Someone from Tomas's own circle, one of the people he thought was a close friend, leaked the story about his previous antics. The same antics that caused so much chaos in the first place. Once that came to light, the mood around Tomas shifted completely. People started giving him side eyes, whispering when he walked past. He was no longer seen as a capable professional, but as a cautionary tale. His reputation, once decent if not impressive, was now in shambles. He began avoiding common areas, eating lunch alone, and eventually stopped showing up to optional events entirely. The isolation must have been suffocating. To be honest, it's hard to feel sorry for him. This was the result of his own actions. But I can't help thinking the chairman and president overreacted too. Their response felt vindictive, like they were more interested in punishing someone than understanding the situation. In the end, I just hope everyone involved has learned something. I know I have. I never want to be part of another one of Tomas's games. Some mistakes cost more than money. They cost trust, dignity, and peace of mind. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey, Laura, how you doing? How's it like still living with Mom and Dad? I'm sure you made the right decision to continue living with Mom and Dad because you can't make enough money as a middle school graduate. But I think it's about time you learn to become independent.
What is wrong with you? I guess you enjoy picking on your sister so much. You texted me again because you're bored, and you're repeating the same thing again. You must know that only those with low IQ repeat the same thing over and over again. I'm worried about your vocabulary. Maybe go and get your brain checked.
What are you saying? I used to be called a genius, a one-in-a-million child, the son of God. Unlike you, who haven't even graduated from high school, I have a bachelor's degree. We have very different educational backgrounds.
So what do you want from me? Why are you texting me?
What?
Did you text me just to insult me for no reason? You must have a lot of time to waste. I'm busy right now, so can we talk again later? Waste your time on something else.
Okay, poor people have no time to waste, I guess. They have to work frantically to make money.
Bye.
Hey, wait a minute, I'm not done talking to you. I texted because I had something I wanted to tell you. I didn't just text you because I was bored. I have better things to do than that.
Then what do you want? Make it short and fast.
I found a new job. I quit my old job and changed jobs.
Okay, your 10th time changing jobs. Congrats. Nothing surprising, just classic you behavior. Goodbye then.
I'm telling you to wait! Are you that busy? This time, I'm getting paid a lot, although it's just my first salary. My first salary is over $3,000.
Okay, so what? What's the big deal?
Come on, be honest and admit that you're jealous. No need to pretend like you're not. Girls are way prettier when they're honest and straightforward with their feelings, you know. That's a lesson from your brother.
Gosh, I really don't understand what the big deal is. It's none of my business, and I'm not interested at all.
Then let me be straightforward with you so that you can understand what I mean. A middle school graduate like you and a college graduate like me are just too different to understand each other, I guess. I'm guessing you barely make $1,500 every month because you're just a middle school graduate, which means you'll never be able to win against me. Do you finally get the point I wanted to make?
Do you know the word ignorant, or is that word too difficult for you?
Oh, are you referring to yourself? Yes, you're using the word right. You should have gone to high school at least. What are you going to do without any proper educational degrees? Oh, but you were happy with your middle school graduation certificate and decided to get a job instead of pursuing higher education. I'm sure you made this stupid decision because you hated studying. Such a dumb reason. I can't believe you made an important life decision like this just because of something so small. What an ignorant kid you are!
You literally have no idea.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Then I guess you're done making your announcement? I'm at work now, you know. I think it's during your work hours too, no? You'll get fired soon if you don't do your work properly. How about you go back to work and stop wasting your time?
Me? Getting fired? No way! That is the last thing that would happen. I'm a genius who used to be called the son of God, remember?
Okay, let's go back to work. Bye.
Hey, Laura, hello? I know you're jealous of my high salary, but you're being too obvious with your envy towards me. As the sister of a genius like me, you should at least act properly so that you won't embarrass me. Hey, are you still there? Don't just leave me on unread. Hello? I didn't give you permission to go offline. Hey, Laura. I'm getting my pay today. Do you want some? I should share with the poor.
I thought this was your first salary after changing jobs. I think you should save the money for future purposes. Don't just use everything now.
A genius like me never keeps money overnight. You know that saying?
What did you say?
Never mind, there's no way you know such a difficult saying. So, how much do you want? I feel sorry for you, so let me give you some as your brother who made $3,000 as his first salary.
Why?
I just feel so sorry for Mom and Dad who live off your small salary that you barely managed to make with your middle school degree. Poor Mom and Dad. They pretend like they're happy. So just answer me, how much do you want?
I don't need anything.
Well, I kinda knew it. I knew you would say no. Your useless pride would never say yes to my kind offer.
Then why ask? Leave me alone.
Oh, don't be so jealous of me. It's no use.
Why do I have to be jealous? There is no reason for me to envy you.
Well, you only make $1,500 a month, right? I think that's enough of a reason. Imagining how impoverished your life must be, ooh, it gives me shivers. I'm just being kind, sis.
Hey, first of all, I think you're misunderstanding something. You haven't been home for 10 years. You have no idea what kind of life we're having right now. It's none of my business how you have a wild imagination, especially in a negative way. But can you stop mixing your imagination up with reality, assuming like that's the truth?
What are you saying? I'm sure that you don't make much money as a middle school graduate. And think about it. Dad stopped working after the company he worked for went bankrupt. Mom also quit her part-time job after she got sick. There's no way your monthly salary of $1,500 is enough to support the whole family. I'm sure you're so impoverished, barely having enough to eat every day.
If you say so, how about you visit us once?
Huh?
You just live an hour away from our house. It's not that far.
Too much work for me. I'm lazy.
It's been 10 years since you last came home, so I'm sure it's worth your visit to see how things have changed. You can visit any time.
Nah, I bet the house that was already old became even more worn out over the decade. No need to go there in person.
Then how about you at least check the street view on maps and see how our house looks now?
Huh?
You can check how the house looks now. You'll understand that you're the one who has no idea and is being ignorant.
You don't make any sense.
If you can spare a minute or two and make the effort to check, you should understand what I mean completely. You're not as busy as me, right? You should have the time.
Why would I do that? Too much extra work.
Okay then, do whatever you want. So in the end, you just wanted to brag about your salary, right? You have no plans to share with us your money in the first place. You were just being the annoying brother you always were. If you want to waste your time on something so useless like this, how about you spend more time working?
Wow, look at you being all bossy and acting like you know better than me. Unlike you, who has to work so hard like an ant, I'm a genius with a bachelor's degree, so people go easy on me even when I don't focus on my work for a while.
You'll definitely be fired if you disrupt the workflow. You should know better if you're such a genius.
You're the one who's on the verge of getting fired.
I'm going back to work now. You should focus more on your work. You don't want to embarrass yourself.
Okay. Hey, Laura! What the hell is going on? You owe me an explanation!
Huh? What's your problem?
Our house is gone! Where do you live now? When did you move out? Where's your new house? Don't tell me you sold the house because you were so desperate for money. Why didn't you tell me anything? You could have asked me for advice. Tell me where you live now!
Huh? We haven't moved anywhere.
Then what's this huge house right in front of me? There's a huge house built at the address we used to live at. The house even uses the land that used to be owned by our neighbor. There's no way you're living in this huge house.
So I guess you're right in front of our house now? You could have told me beforehand.
I'm telling you that the house is gone! Are you too dumb to understand? My friend told me that your house is cool as hell, so I made some time just for this and decided to visit you guys. What the hell is going on? I'm so confused. I'm lost.
How about you check the name written on the porch before you make a fuss like a small kid?
Huh? What do you mean? Wait, that's our last name. What? What is going on? I'm so confused. The new resident living in this house has the same last name? What kind of coincidence is that?
The house you're in front of is our house. Our last name is written there. When our neighbor moved out and left the house next door vacant, we decided to buy their land, got rid of the fence in between the two houses, and built a whole new house, which is the one you're seeing right now.
No way! You're lying! Mom and Dad are living off the small salary you make every month because you haven't even gone to high school, unlike me. There's no way you have the money to build a huge house like this. It doesn't make any sense. First of all, Mom and Dad haven't come out of the house to greet me yet. You either. Where the hell are you guys?
Oh, it's really a coincidence, but I'm on a business trip now, and our parents are abroad on vacation. But it's your fault for not telling us beforehand that you're visiting us.
What did you say? They're on vacation abroad? Where did they get the money from? They don't have a job.
Let me just say this. I guess a genius can be a dumbass, or is a genius a dumbass?
What are you blabbing about?
Oh, I'm not saying it wrong or anything. I'm serious. There's a fine line between a genius and a madman. Well, I'm sure you're just a madman at this point.
You don't make any sense.
Then let me ask you something. Do you know who the CEO is of the company you work for now? You're an employee. You should know the basics.
Why would I know? It's none of my business. A genius like me doesn't need to know to get my work done.
I knew it.
What is your problem? Just be straightforward. Don't waste my time and tell me what you want to say. You're annoying me now.
Then let me be straightforward with you. The CEO of the company you're working for is me, your sister, who you always thought was a dumb middle school graduate.
Ha!
Do you want me to rephrase it so you can process the information better? I'm the one who hired you. Do you understand the power balance now?
What are you saying?
I think it's been around a month since you joined us. I can't believe you still haven't memorized the name of the CEO. How dare you call yourself a genius with a bachelor's degree?
Huh? Wait a minute. What is going on?
You must remember how you ended up coming in for a job interview at our company.
Huh? Uncle suddenly visited me without any notice. He made me sit in front of the computer saying I should take part in a job interview online right away.
Yep, that was to check your computer skills.
Then it was time to talk with the interviewer online.
Yep, you talked with the HR after the test.
Then they told me I got the job.
Yeah, I decided I'll just hire you. As expected from someone who graduated from college, you were able to do basic stuff on the computer, so I thought you won't be too much of a burden. I'm the one who made the decision to hire you.
Why?
I know about what happened at the company you used to work for. I heard that you messed up big time and got fired.
Huh? How come you know?
You tried to find a job, but even after half a year, you didn't manage to get a job anywhere. You were about to borrow money from the bank to cover for your living expenses. Am I wrong?
What? Why do you know all this?
Your ex-girlfriend was kind enough to tell me all this.
She's the one who told you?
It seemed like she knew that I had my own company for some reason. Before I get in trouble because of my dumb brother, she advised me to do something and take matters into my own hands. She has a point, you know, and it's very kind of her that she let me know.
Okay.
So I asked my uncle, who works as my advisor at my company, and hired you as one of my employees. Does it make sense to you now? By the way, everyone in my company knows that you're my brother, the CEO's brother, okay?
No, No, wait a minute. It doesn't make sense. How come you're the CEO when you don't even have a bachelor's degree?
It's simple. I just started my own business.
What? Ah, you started your own business? How come?
You might have no idea what I've been doing the past 10 years because you rarely visited us. But I really worked hard and put a lot of effort. That's why I was able to rebuild our worn-out house. It's the result of my hard work.
A middle school graduate like you is the CEO?
If you can't believe it, go check the website of my company yourself. You can see my photo and read the greetings by the CEO. My face is clearly pasted on the website.
What the hell? I'm a genius who graduated college with a bachelor's degree, but I'm being hired by my little sister who only went to middle school?
Let me argue against that. I always wanted to tell you this. It's your fault that I had no other choice but to give up on going to high school. Don't you remember?
Ah, it's my fault?
The admission fee of my high school? You used them all up, saying it was an unexpected income you could use for whatever you wanted.
Ah!
Back then, it was just when the company Dad worked for went bankrupt, so we didn't really have money. So I gave up on going to high school. I was the one who paid for your tuition from your 3rd year until you graduated from college. I bet you never knew.
You can't be serious.
I hope you haven't forgotten one important thing. We're still testing if you're fit to continue working at my company.
Ah!
I decided to let you do your thing this past month, not telling you anything on purpose. But regarding your behavior and attitude at work, I'm sad to tell you that I've been receiving very negative feedback and comments from your fellow colleagues. Especially your attitude towards Michael from marketing and Melinda from administration. Stop acting all bossy and intimidating them at work just because they're younger than you. They've been working at this company longer than you, so they're your seniors at work. You have to respect them. So there's 2 more months left for your testing period. I would not go easy on you just because you're my blood-related brother. If you don't change your attitude and start taking work seriously, I am ready to fire you anytime. A genius child is just a normal adult once they grow up. That's the harsh reality. My brother might have been a genius when he was younger, but by the time he passed the age of 20, he was just a normal guy in college. My brother grew up without facing any huge challenges and failures in life. So he ended up becoming a dumbass with a twisted personality who believed that he was a genius and didn't even doubt that. After we texted and he found out the surprising truth about me, it looks like he was defeated by reality. And I heard that he lost all his arrogance, resembling a boxer who lost all his passion after a defeat, slouching in the corner of the boxing ring. For the rest of his testing period, he worked diligently and focused on his assigned work. I guess he was always aware of my uncles and my deathly stares in the office. But it left me an impression to see him enjoying computer work and making graphs for our data the other day. He doesn't need to be special, so I just hope he can become a normal office worker just like anyone else.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Alyssa. Still stuck being the same old boring office drone? Grinding away like a sad little hamster on a wheel. I just pictured you on a hamster wheel in my head.
Wow, you just jump straight into the insults and then laugh at your own joke. Real charming.
Yep, that's me. Charming as ever. But hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm super busy too, okay? I've got like a ton going on.
You don't even have a job, Jenna. You spend all your free time trying to beg Mom for money while she's in the hospital. I don't think that qualifies as busy.
Oh, you sweet, innocent little thing. You don't get it. I don't need a job. Why work when I've got Dad's big, juicy inheritance to fall back on, huh?
The overwhelming majority of that money went to Mom. And the part you got, you burned through it like it was Monopoly money.
Okay, yes, but like, eventually it's gonna be mine, right? You gave up your share, didn't you? Like you said you would. I mean, it's not like you have time to spend your paycheck anyway. I bet you're just letting it pile up in the bank like a squirrel hoarding nuts.
First of all, I never promised to give up my inheritance. Stop making things up just to make yourself feel better. And second of all, are you seriously bringing this up now while Mom's in the hospital? That's seriously vulgar, Jenna.
Oh my God, relax. It's not like I'm saying all this to her face or anything. Why are you always so dramatic? You're just way, way too uptight. Honestly, you're so dull, it's like a miracle anyone can stand to talk to you. No wonder your precious husband Norton went and cheated on you.
Jenna, what are you talking about? If you know something I don't, then you need to tell me. Like, are you saying you caught him with someone?
I don't know if caught is the right word, because I'm the one he's sleeping with.
What?
Wow, you really didn't notice, did you? You're so buried in work you probably wouldn't notice a freight train crashing into your living room.
You have got to be kidding me. You already got into that huge scandal a while back for sleeping with a married guy. It was a complete disaster, remember? Everyone found out. You might not have any shame, but it was humiliating for Mom and Dad. And now you're going after my husband? Are you just completely broken inside or just proud of being trash?
Hey, don't blame me for this. Norton told me straight up he was miserable being married to you. He said you were too stiff, too serious. It's like living with a tax auditor. So yeah, I figured I'd just show him a good time, just once, you know. But guess what? One time was all it took. He was obsessed, couldn't get enough of me after that.
My God, Jenna.
And now, surprise, we're on vacation together. Just the two of us living our best lives now. We're in Bali, babe. Sunset ocean views, poolside cocktails. We're literally sitting here cuddling and watching the waves roll in right now.
I don't believe this.
We'll be gone for 2 weeks, by the way. So yeah, not just an affair. It's like our honeymoon now.
Hold on. Where the hell did you even get the money for a trip like that? You're broke. You're always broke.
Obviously, Norton paid for it. What, you thought I was using my own cash? Please. Your husband's got deep pockets, and he loves spending it on me.
What do you mean, deep pockets?
Anyway, we're turning off our phones until we're back, just a heads up. Because honestly, I have zero interest in hearing your sad little guilt trip while I'm living my dream life. So go ahead and save your lectures.
Mom is still in the hospital, Jenna. The doctor told us this is a critical stage in her treatment. We're supposed to be supporting her, not pulling stunts like this.
Please. Doctors always exaggerate everything. They say stuff like that just to squeeze money out of families. It's all part of the game. You're such a sucker. You know that? It's kind of cute, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna go and make out with your husband some more. Bye-bye.
Jenna, don't you dare! Jenna! Unreal. Norton, what the hell are you doing with my sister? Seriously, how low do you have to sink to go after your own wife's little sister? Are you going for the world record in crossing lines here?
Shoot! I was literally about to turn off my phone and somehow I ended up tapping on your message by accident. Ugh, annoying timing.
Well, lucky me, I guess. Since you're still here, how about you explain what the hell is going on? Jenna just told me you two are having an affair. Is that actually true? Are you really doing this?
Yeah, it's true. I'm with Jenna now. I mean, honestly, she's the first woman I've ever been with who's just completely in sync with me, you know? Like, everything just clicks, especially in bed. It's unreal.
For God's sake, Norton, I already know you're a scumbag. You could at least spare me the details.
You want honesty, right? I'm giving it to you.
What I want from you is common decency. My mom is in the hospital fighting for her life right now, and you are on vacation with my sister?
Oh God, here we go again. This old guilt trip about your mom being taken to the hospital. It's pathetic.
I don't want to hear about pathetic from a man in your position, Norton.
Okay, I think we're done here. Nothing good is gonna come out of this conversation.
Excuse me?
Look, I came all the way out here to enjoy a tropical paradise with my darling Jenna. I don't want to spend any more time talking to a wrinkly old granny like you. Once we're back from Bali, we're getting divorced immediately, no delays.
Fine by me. Just don't expect things to be nice and simple when you get back.
And We just got settled in back home, so I figured I'd check back in with you. These 2 weeks in Bali with Norton were absolutely amazing. Like, actually magical. It was seriously the best trip I've ever had in my life. So let's get down to business. Since I've officially taken your place, you're no longer needed. So chop chop, get that divorce filed, okay? Thanks in advance.
No, you don't get to breeze back into the country and pretend nothing happened. Do you have any idea what you've done? Do you have any idea what your little romantic getaway cost us?
Huh? What's with the dramatics now?
You want to know what happened? Fine. The day after you two turned off your phones, Mom's condition took a sudden turn for the worse. She's dead, Jenna. Mom's dead. We had the funeral a few days ago.
Wait. You're actually blaming me for that? How the hell is that my fault?
3 months ago, she had another emergency episode, remember? It was a miracle she pulled through that time. And do you remember what she said that helped her get through it? Dad's ring. His keepsake. His last gift to her. She asked to wear it again. She wanted to feel like he was still with her. So I brought a small safe into her hospital room and kept it in the drawer, just like before. But when I opened that safe, the ring was gone, without a trace. But there was one thing in there. Wasn't there, Jenna? A handwritten note from you. I needed cash, so I sold Dad's ring. Consider it an advance on my inheritance. From Jenna.
About that.
And the very next morning, Mom died. Do you have any idea how much it hurt her to lose Dad's ring at a time like this? Do you even care? I spent the next few days frantically calling all the pawn shops in the city, and I eventually found it, but it was too late.
Okay, you're making me look really bad, but how can you say that's my fault? And anyway, she was going to give me that ring eventually, wasn't she? Like, maybe my timing was a little off, but it's not like I stole it. I just moved things along. It was gonna be mine sooner or later, right?
No, Jenna, you're not getting any piece of Mom's estate.
Excuse me? What the hell are you talking about? There's 2 of us, 2 sisters. And you already said you were giving up your inheritance, which means, duh, everything goes to me.
And how many times do I have to say it? I never agreed to give up my inheritance.
Then why aren't I getting anything?
Because Mom had a will.
Okay, and?
It says that you already received your portion. Remember that little gift she gave you a while ago? Yeah, that was your inheritance.
No way. You're joking, right?
It's all official, Jenna. I can show you the documents if you want. Or you can call Mom's lawyer if you have any questions. According to the will, I inherit the rest. You get nothing.
Alyssa, whatever this is, it is not funny. You need to tell me the truth right now. When am I getting my share of the inheritance?
Never, Jenna. It's over for you. You were off in a tropical resort sleeping with my husband while Mom lay dying. This is the fallout, Jenna. This is what consequences look like. You don't get to walk away from this like it never happened.
But she can't do that. I'm her daughter. I'm your sister.
Are you really? What sort of daughterly or sisterly things have you done lately? You took my husband, you took Dad's ring, you took away Mom's peace at the end of her life. And trust me, Jenna, you are going to pay for that. So it's time for you to come home and face the music. Don't bother running away either. I'll chase you to the ends of the earth if I have to.
Alyssa, hang on. Something isn't right. I just found out that Norton isn't actually the CEO. You are. Like, since when did that happen?
Huh? Oh, okay. Now I get what this was all about. That's why you were saying all that weird stuff about Norton having tons of money.
Come on, don't talk all cryptically like that. I'm in a regular crisis over here. Like, seriously, what's going on? Norton's dad used to run that company, right? And when he retired, he handed over the company to Norton, right? I was sure that's what happened.
Actually, you're correct about all of that. Up until about 6 months ago, Norton was the CEO of his dad's company.
Okay, so then what happened? Why isn't he the CEO anymore? And like, why did they make you the CEO?
It's all very simple. Norton turned out to be completely incapable of running a company. He was hemorrhaging money, making reckless decisions, ignoring deadlines. The company was in danger of going bankrupt. And since he didn't want to see the company he started collapse, Norton's dad personally reached out to me and asked if I'd take over.
He told you to take his son's job?
I'll be honest, I didn't say yes right away. But when I realized there was no one else qualified and the entire future of the company was on the line, I decided I'd take him up on the offer.
So what, he fired his own son and hired you?
No, actually. We let him stay on as a regular employee so he wouldn't completely lose face. But the damage was already done. His pride couldn't handle it. He ended up quitting on his own. One day he just slammed his fist on the desk, shouted, "That's it, I quit!" and he walked out of the door. And after that, well, he decided to mooch off me instead.
Wait, so you're the one with all the money? And Norton's, like, a freeloader or something?
Yeah, more or less. He's got no job, so he hasn't contributed anything to our budget in a long time.
That's just... wow, that's actually a huge problem. I mean, this really messes things up for me.
Oh yeah? Do tell, Jenna.
Well, like, I was gonna marry him. I thought he was a big shot CEO making a ton of money. I figured he was gonna be able to support me. And I already heard he was going to pay you alimony. You asked for an insane amount, by the way. And then there's the stupid settlement you made me sign to pay you back for Dad's wedding ring. But I thought Norton was gonna cover that.
Both you and Norton already signed your settlement, so it's too late for you to walk this back. And I distinctly remember you laughing and mocking me as you signed yours. You don't seem to be laughing now, though. What changed?
That was when I thought he had money. You didn't exactly make it clear that he was a jobless deadbeat. If he's broke, then obviously we need to, like, adjust things, right?
No, I'm not budging on this. Not an inch. Your financial confusion is not my problem. You broke up my marriage, stole from my mother, and went on vacation while she died. You're paying what you owe.
Oh, God. You really are heartless.
And one more thing, just so you're not caught off guard. I've already put the house up for sale.
Wait, what house?
Mom's house. The one you've been squatting in like it's your personal palace. It's in my name now. The paperwork was finalized while you were in Bali. It'll be on the market next week.
What? You can't just sell the house. I live there.
Then you'll need to find a new place. You've got until the end of next week to get out.
Gotta be kidding me. This is my home.
No, it was never yours. You just acted like it was. And now it's gone, like everything else in your little fantasy life.
Hey, can we talk?
Can we not? I don't really have anything to say to my ex-husband right now.
Ex-husband? What do you mean?
The divorce papers were already filed and processed, so yes, officially and legally, you're out of my life.
Oh, God! You're not serious, right? You actually went through with it?
You thought I was bluffing?
I mean, yeah! I didn't think you'd actually do it! Come on, baby. I thought we were just going through a rough patch or something.
Don't call me baby. And you sleeping with my sister isn't a rough patch. That's you driving our marriage off a cliff.
But I thought we still had a shot. I didn't think you'd pull the trigger so soon like this.
The only reason I didn't divorce you sooner was pity. You should thank me for how long I tolerated you.
But it's been a long time since you took my job. You've been supporting me ever since then, and you haven't complained once.
When you lost your job, you literally got down on your knees, begged me not to kick you out, and promised me you'd get a job within 6 months. But not only did you not get a job, you laid in bed all day, lived off my paycheck, and screwed my sister while I was at work.
But still...
Save it, Norton! Your 6 months are up. You broke your promise, so we're getting divorced. End of story.
I don't believe this.
If you really find it hard to believe, then I suggest you stop texting and start wiring the compensation money you owe me.
But I don't have any money!
Then you'd better figure something out. Didn't your dad say he could hook you up with a job?
Yeah, but it's in the middle of nowhere, some dusty factory out in the sticks. And on top of that, he wants me to marry the plant manager. She's like pushing 60. She's been obsessed with me for years. He said he'll only support me if I agree to marry her. That's insane!
Oh, you mean that woman? Yeah, I heard about her. Apparently she's had her eye on you for a while. Isn't that great news? You won't be lonely for long.
I'd rather be alone forever than marry her. Life with her is worse than my worst nightmare.
Oh, really? It's gonna be that bad?
Worse than you can imagine!
Wow. Thanks for telling me, Norton.
So you're gonna help me out?
Huh? Nah, I'm just gonna laugh at your expense. And so, the punishment began. First, my sister. After our mother was hospitalized, she treated the house like her personal nightclub, inviting in multiple men, not just my husband. She trashed the place, so I had to fork out about $30,000 to bring it back to a saleable condition. Jenna had to compensate me for that on top of the ring. Next, Norton. Since the house we lived in was under my name, I ended the lease and shipped all his belongings straight to the factory lady's home. He also had been stealing money from my savings, so including alimony, he owed me a total of around $100,000. His new bride has agreed to cover the full amount. Now, stripped of their homes and dignity, the two of them can spiral as far as they want. I won't be watching.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Yvonne, just checking in. We're still on for Sunday, right? I've been so super excited all week. That sushi lunch is going to be incredible. Sorry, sushi? What are you talking about? Don't be modest. I heard through the PTA grapevine that you're taking everyone out for sushi. And it's a pretty high-end place too, right? Wait, no. I never said anything like that. I have a family gathering this Sunday. That's it. So the sushi's for your family? Makes sense. Celebrating in style since you moved into that gated community. Kimmy, there's no celebration. I haven't booked anything. And it's just a normal family visit. Uh-huh. So you're telling me it's just a coincidence that people are talking about a fancy sushi outing? And your name came up? I'm telling you, I didn't plan a thing. I've got nothing to do with this sushi talk. Yvonne, come on! You don't have to hide it. Everyone knows you've been saving up for years. Nobody's judging. This isn't about judgment. I just don't want rumors spreading. I have no reservation, no party, no sushi plans. Too late. I already told the PTA group chat we're meeting at Maple Grove Sushi on Sunday at noon sharp. See you then. Kimmy, no. Don't tell anyone else about this, okay? I mean, there's no this to tell them about. Sure there is. Don't worry, it'll be great. It won't be at all. Kimmy! Oh no. Yvonne, hi! I just happened to hear the most fascinating little rumor today. Oh? What kind of rumor? Word around the PTA is, you bought a house in Kingsridge Preserve. And not just any house, the penthouse unit, no less. Is it true? Yes, we did actually buy a penthouse unit. We'd been saving for a long time and the timing finally worked out. Well, congratulations. That's admirable. Though I must admit, I was a little surprised. Kingsridge isn't exactly an entry-level community, if you know what I'm saying. I know it isn't. That's why we waited until we were completely ready. It's well within our means. Oh, sure, of course. I just worry, that's all. Sometimes people push themselves a little too hard to appear a certain way, and then, well, boxed pasta and budgeting apps become your whole personality. I assure you we're not in that position. We've done the math 1,000 times. It's well within our means. But thank you for your concern. You know, I've always believed in celebrating milestones, especially for members of our PTA family. So I had an idea. Let's throw a little celebration party for you. why don't we all meet up for a nice meal on Sunday? That's kind of you, but I already have plans with family this Sunday. Oh, it's no trouble at all. You don't have to plan a thing. All you have to do is stop by. I've already spoken to the restaurant and everything. Wait, you've spoken to the restaurant? Which restaurant? Maple Grove Sushi. I figured something elegant but relaxed would be in order. I've invited some of the PTA moms. It'll be fun, and a nice gesture for your big step up in the world. Rachel, I didn't agree to this. You really should have asked me first. Oh, don't be difficult. Everyone's already so excited. It would be rude to cancel now. I'm not trying to be rude, but I really can't make it. I already told you, I have a prior commitment. We have a family gathering that day. Oh, well, if it's your family, then I'm sure they'll understand if you pop out for an hour. Besides, you wouldn't want to look ungrateful to your compatriots in the PTA, now would you? Look, I am very grateful for all the hard work everyone puts in. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I'm not attending any dinner with you guys on Sunday. Yvonne, be reasonable. It's not every day someone in our circle buys into Kingsridge. A little celebration wouldn't hurt, not to mention a little gratitude to the people taking time out of their day to celebrate with you. With all due respect, my gratitude isn't measured in whether I show up to a surprise lunch I didn't plan. I've said no, Rachel. Please respect that. So you're really going to turn your back on everyone after they made time for you? After I went out of my way to organize this? I think if you were really doing it for me, you would have talked to me first. I'm not going to be pressured into attending something I never agreed to, and that's final. Wow, really? I'm so proud of you. You're standing up to your family, ditching that lame party with them, and joining the real party with us. Okay, see you Sunday, sweetie. Rachel, no, that's not what I meant. What is going on today? Is there a gas leak in town or something? I gave your name at the door, and they said that you reserved an entire private room for us. Wow! It's such a nice setup, and it really looks like you went all out for this. Since my kids were getting hungry, we went ahead and placed a few orders to get things started. We've got miso soup, sashimi, and one of those giant sushi platters, and everything looks incredible. We decided to start with a bluefin since it seemed like a good way to kick things off. Honestly, this is probably the best sushi lunch we've ever had, so thank you for putting it together. We'll keep ordering for now and just settle in, so don't worry about rushing. Let me know if you're running a little late. But either way, we're just going to enjoy ourselves. Oh, we just got another plate. Gotta go, darling. Kimmy, I just saw your message. Can you please explain what's going on at Maple Grove? Oh, hey, yeah, we're still here. It's been great. The staff let us in the moment I gave them your name. Whole place is reserved. Reserved under my name? That's impossible. I never called them. I most definitely never made any reservation with them. Wait, seriously? We all thought this was your big celebration. I mean, you just moved, right? I did, yes, but I didn't move into the place people seem to think. Huh? Then where did you go? everyone was saying you bought in Kingsridge. We moved to Windsor Bluffs 2 weeks ago. What? You're kidding! Wow! That's where everyone wants to be! Exactly. And I asked the preschool to wait until after break to share that, for reasons like this. So, what's going on with you? Where are you? We've been hosting family at home today, exactly like I told you. We ordered 3 lunch sets and supplemented with catering. No restaurant, no guests. But no, that can't be right. The restaurant had everything set. They literally had your full name and walked us right to the private room you reserved for us. Or, well, that I thought you reserved for us. I didn't give them my name. I didn't make the booking. Someone else must have. But who would do that? I have a sneaking suspicion who it was, but for now, all that I can tell you is that it wasn't me. Hey, this could be a little bit of a problem. Like I texted you earlier, we just assumed that you were coming, so we ordered some food. A lot of food, actually. And who's we, exactly? Oh, you know, my family. And a few other people I texted. I mean, this was supposed to be a friendly thing, right? So I invited some friends. And they invited some friends and their families. And, well, it kind of became a bigger deal than I was planning. Kimmy, how many people are there right now? I didn't do a head count, but maybe around 40? Give or take. Some already left with takeout. 40 people in a restaurant I didn't reserve, at a party for me, all while I'm not present. And no one thought to check with me? Ask me what's going on? I don't know what to say, Yvonne. The staff treated it like it was confirmed. We just walked right in, sat down, and started eating. We never wanted to cause trouble. Everyone was excited. And you know how word spreads, right? It was kind of inevitable. I'm less interested in how word spreads and more concerned with how the bill is being handled. Well, that's what I was trying to talk to you about. How much is it? Last I checked, the total came out to be around $1,700. Good grief, Kimmy. What in the world were you thinking doing all of this? I mean, people were hungry. I was hungry. My husband was hungry. My kids were hungry. So we ordered a bunch of stuff. Oh, and we also ordered a bit extra to take home. So just to recap, someone made a reservation using my name without telling me. You walked in, assumed I was footing the bill, invited half the neighborhood, and now you're holding a nearly $2,000 bill in your hands? It sounds worse when you say it like that. That's because it is worse, and it's not my responsibility. But your name was on the reservation. Yeah, and? I already told you, I didn't make the reservation. I didn't eat any of the food. I wasn't even at the party. But now you want to try and stick me with the bill? Yeah, that's not happening. So, what now? You're really not going to help us with this? Who invited everyone, Kimmy? Who ordered and ate the food? Who went to the restaurant? The answer to those 3 questions should give you a good hint at who should be paying. Well, how about we split it? Oh, gee, Kimmy, that's a great idea. I've got the perfect split. You pay 100% of the bill, and I pay 0%. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to have a little talk with the other mastermind of today's mayhem. Yvonne, wait! The waiter's coming around asking me to pay the bill again. I can't pay this much. Yvonne! Hey, Rachel. Hope you don't mind the intrusion. I got a quick question for you. Where exactly are you right now? Yvonne, so nice of you to check in. I'm at Sora Sushi, and let me tell you, it's just divine. You really should try their truffle yellowtail sometime. It's positively heavenly. Interesting, because there's a private lunch happening at Maple Grove Sushi right now. There was a reservation made in my name, and 40 people are attending it. Oh, that old thing? Yes, we did start up planning to meet there, but I changed the location at the last minute. Thought I sent you a note. Must have slipped my mind. You didn't send me anything. And let's not just slide past the fact that the reservation at Maple Grove was made under my full legal name. Well, yes. I put it under your name as a courtesy. You were the one being celebrated, after all. I figured it would be symbolic. You didn't tell me. You didn't ask. You used my name without permission. That's not symbolic, that's fraud. Fraud? Oh, come now. Don't be so dramatic. It was a simple placeholder while we finalized the actual venue. These things happen when you organize social events. No, Rachel. What actually happened was this. You booked a full restaurant in my name, let people believe I was hosting, and then went off to eat somewhere else while trying to stick me with the bill. Yvonne, let's not pretend you don't have the means to handle a lunch tab. You just bought into Kingsridge Preserve, didn't you? This kind of expense isn't going to break you. You're misinformed. I didn't buy into Kingsridge. I bought into Windsor Bluffs. Windsor Bluffs? Yes, 2 weeks ago. We've already moved in. I've been keeping it on the down low and only telling close friends and family up until now. I didn't want this kind of attention. You mean to tell me you've been living in Windsor Bluffs and didn't say a word to anyone? That's just rude. No, Rachel. What's rude is booking a restaurant in someone else's name and trying to screw them. Oh, don't be so sensitive. Honestly, if you didn't want to be responsible, you should have canceled the Maple Grove reservation yourself. That would have solved everything. You're really going to sit there and suggest that I should have canceled a reservation I never made? One that you created, in secret, under my name? Well, once I updated the venue, it became your responsibility to follow through. You can't expect me to micromanage every detail. Rachel, I never knew the reservation existed. You never told me you made it. You never told me I was hosting. You just dropped the whole thing on me and hoped I'd either show up and pay it or take the fall if I didn't. Look, you have a reputation now. You're the one who moved into Windsor Bluffs, right? Let's be honest. You owe the community a little generosity. I owe this community exactly nothing. Certainly not a party orchestrated behind my back so you could boost your own ego and avoid footing the bill. If you didn't want the attention, you shouldn't have bought into the most exclusive neighborhood in the region. People notice things, Yvonne, and they talk. Yes, they do. In fact, that's how I found out you were loudly telling people I had a reservation at Maple Grove. Loud enough for Kimmy to overhear and assume it was an open invitation. I wasn't telling people anything. If someone happened to overhear a private conversation, that's hardly my fault. Private conversations don't happen at full volume over coffee in front of 5 other moms. You staged that entire setup. You wanted people to show up. And what if I did? People expect a celebration when someone joins Windsor Bluffs. I was giving them what they expected. It reflects well on all of us when new families are gracious. Don't twist this. This wasn't about anyone else. This was about you. You didn't like that I moved up while you were still on the wait list. So you tried to humiliate me, or at least drain my wallet. Oh, please. You're hardly the first person to move up in there. It doesn't threaten me. You're right. It doesn't threaten you. It exposes you. Because when someone else earns what you pretend to deserve, you can't handle it. If I were you, I'd watch my tone. The PTA still listens to me, and I have no problem explaining this whole mess in a very different light. Go ahead, try, because I've already spoken to Maple Grove. I told them I wasn't the one who made the booking. And guess what? The phone number used didn't match mine. They're looking into it. You didn't give them my name, did you? I didn't need to, but I did tell them that whoever made the booking impersonated me, and that there are 40 people eating under false pretenses. They're very interested in that part. You're bluffing. You wouldn't dare get so upset about this. It's just lunch. No, Rachel. It's a public deception tied to my identity. And I have absolutely no reason to protect you. You did this to yourself. You're seriously going to walk away and let me deal with this bill? I'm not walking away. I was never involved. You planned this. You spread the rumor. You made the call. You skipped the venue. You built this entire little trap and then sprung it on yourself. Look, if it really bothers you that much, then how about we split the bill? If by we you mean you and Kimmy, then by all means go right ahead. But I'm not sure that she'll be too keen to pay it herself when she finds out that you were the one behind this. Stop talking like I'm some kind of criminal. I mean, you kind of are, though. Anyway, I hope that sashimi at Sora Sushi was worth it, Rachel. Because you're going to be paying for a lot more than just your own plate. Choose your words carefully, Yvonne. You might just make an enemy for yourself that you can't possibly stand against. Bring it on, Rachel. If you want to come and talk to me, you can come to my house at Windsor Bluffs. Oh wait, that's right. You can't even get in the front gate because you're not a resident. Oh well, I guess you can always shout impotently from outside until the security guard tackles you, that is. Yvonne, don't you dare mock me! I am the head of the PTA. You will pay for that bill. I'm not paying a cent. Do you hear me? Yvonne? By Monday morning, the story had already started to unravel, loudly, publicly, and fortunately without my involvement. Kimmy and Rachel began blaming each other in group chats, then in front of the school gates. I didn't bother responding. I didn't have to. Maple Grove contacted me again to confirm they traced the booking to Rachel's number. Kimmy's in-laws, embarrassed beyond belief, covered the bill temporarily, but the damage was done. Word spread fast. Rachel's status in the PTA collapsed faster. As for me, I went back to unpacking boxes and sipping tea on the balcony at Windsor Bluffs, watching the city blink beneath me.
So, Suzuka, you're set to be released from the hospital on Monday, is that correct?
Hi, Margaret. Yeah, that's right. The delivery came early. 10 days early, actually. So it was sudden, but everything went well.
Well, I suppose that depends on how you define well.
I mean, the delivery was smooth. No complications, no issues. And the baby is healthy. She's a strong little thing, just like her mother and grandmother.
Oh, so it's a girl, then. Of course it is.
Well, I'm pretty sure we let you guys all know about that a few months ago. Were you holding out for the doctors to be wrong?
I don't think this is a laughing matter, Suzuka. And I really don't understand how you can be talking about this birth like it's good news.
But it is good news. She's here. She's healthy. That's all we ever hoped for.
You must be joking. Are you really sitting there in your hospital bed pretending this isn't a colossal disappointment?
I don't understand. What disappointment?
You gave birth to a girl. You've let the entire family down. And you don't even have the decency to look ashamed.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. How can you say that?
Oh, please, don't act surprised. You should be apologizing to me. To my husband, to Hiro especially. You had one job and you failed.
I don't owe anyone an apology. Your granddaughter is a precious, beautiful child. Why should I be sorry for that?
Because she's not a boy. In this family, the first child must be a son. That's how it's always been.
That's not a tradition. That's sexism. Not holding the door for a woman sexism, like real, unabashed, disgusting sexism.
Oh, don't get dramatic. I didn't say anything during the pregnancy because, well, sometimes doctors make mistakes. I held out hope, but now the truth's plain, isn't it?
We never asked for a specific gender. We just wanted a healthy baby.
Don't be naive. Hiro may have told you that. But believe me, deep down, he wanted a son, just like his father did, just like I did.
You don't know what Hiro wanted. He told me himself over and over. He didn't care as long as the baby was healthy and happy.
He was sparing your feelings, obviously, but now that the damage is done, we need to address it directly.
Damage?
Let me be perfectly clear. A woman who can't produce a son is of no use to this family. You're a failed wife.
You can't mean that.
I do, and that's why we'll be proceeding with a divorce.
A divorce? Are you seriously suggesting Hiro should leave me because we had a daughter?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you how it's going to be. You'll pack your things and go. I've arranged everything already.
You have no right to interfere in our marriage.
Please don't flatter yourself. You think this is about you? This is about legacy, inheritance, status, and you failed to uphold your role.
I don't accept that, and I won't be treated like some disposable vessel.
Which is why I'm offering you 100,000 in compensation. Consider it a generous severance.
You're paying me off?
Call it what you like, but you'll take it, and you'll leave quietly.
And what if I don't?
Then you'll only make things harder for yourself. I've already chosen Hiro's next wife. A lovely girl from a distinguished family. Educated, cultured, and, I'm told, quite fertile.
It is really, really creepy that you added emphasis on that last one.
I'm practical. You think this is cruel, but this is how real families maintain standards.
I married your son because I loved him, not to meet your standards.
And love has nothing to do with it. That's your mistake.
I'm still recovering from childbirth. I am exhausted. I'm sore. I'm barely even able to hold my daughter for more than 10 minutes without shaking. And you have the audacity to tell me I'm a failure?
It's what you are.
No, I'm a mother. I'm a woman, and I am someone who deserves basic respect.
Then earn it. Start by stepping aside with grace.
I won't let you bully me into disappearing. And if Hiro has something to say, he can say it himself.
I promise you, little girl, you will come to regret not obeying me immediately.
I already regret answering this message. I won't let your bitterness infect the first days of my daughter's life. Goodbye. Hiro, is now a good time?
Yeah, I'm on lunch. What's up? Everything okay?
I'm not sure. I need to talk to you about something kind of important.
Uh-oh. You want to tell me now, or should I come straight to the hospital after work?
I think it's better if I tell you now. I don't want to wait. It's about your mom.
I figured. What'd she do this time?
Honestly, I don't even know where to start.
Just lay it on me. I'm used to her nonsense by now.
She said I should apologize to you and your family.
For what?
For giving birth to a girl.
You've gotta be kidding me.
I wish I were.
She actually said that after everything you just went through?
Word for word, in this family, the first grandchild must be a boy.
That's disgusting.
Then she said I'm a failure of a wife because I can only produce girls.
What the hell?
And that I should accept a divorce and a settlement.
A divorce? She actually said that to you?
She offered me $100,000 to leave. Said she already picked your next wife.
Okay, this is completely unhinged.
I know.
Let me be crystal clear, I am not divorcing you.
I didn't think you would, but hearing you say it helps.
I married you because I love you. We just had a daughter. I don't care if we have girls or boys or a whole soccer team. We're a family.
Thank you.
And I'm done tiptoeing around my mom. This is toxic.
I really didn't want to tell you while you were at work, but she caught me so off guard.
You did the right thing. I want to know when she pulls this garbage.
She's just so confident she can control everything. It's terrifying.
She's not controlling me, not anymore. I'm the head of this family now. Me, you, and our daughter.
You have no idea how much that means to hear right now.
Actually, there's something else I've been meaning to tell you.
Oh?
Remember my uncle, the one I reconnected with recently?
The one who stopped speaking to your parents years ago?
That's the one. He said there's something important he wants to talk to me about. Said it might affect our future.
Do you know what it is?
Not exactly, but it felt serious.
And now with all this...
Yeah, I don't want to wait. I was supposed to meet him this weekend, but I'm going tomorrow instead.
Good. Maybe he can help.
Whatever it is, I'll figure it out, and I'll bring up Mom while I'm there. Enough is enough.
Be safe, and thank you for everything.
Suzuka, is now a good time?
Yeah, I'm okay. You just got back from your uncle's, right?
I did, and I don't even know how to explain what I heard.
That serious?
Yeah, it doesn't even feel real. I keep trying to replay it in my head.
Are you okay?
I think so, just disoriented, like I woke up in someone else's life.
What did he tell you?
I have 2 older sisters.
Wait, what?
Half-sisters. We all have different mothers.
3 kids? 3 marriages?
Exactly. Both of my dad's first wives gave birth to daughters.
And then your dad divorced them?
Because they didn't give him a son, and now I know. The only reason my mother stayed was because she had me.
Hiro...
That first grandchild must be male garbage didn't start with my mom. It's been passed down like some cursed family rule.
I don't even know what to say.
I want to talk in person. I need to.
Then come, I'll listen, as long as it takes.
I'm sorry for hitting you with this while you're still recovering.
I'm glad you're telling me. We have to face it now.
Hello there, Suzuka. I believe you'll be leaving the hospital shortly, but just so you know, you won't be returning to the house today or any time in the future.
Good morning, Margaret. What exactly do you mean by that?
I mean what I said. I've already packed your belongings. Everything's been shipped to your parents' house.
You sent my things to my family's home without telling me?
Naturally, you're being divorced. Why would you return here? In fact, starting tomorrow, Hiro's new bride will be living with us. I don't want your boxes cluttering the house.
So you want me to go straight to my parents' home after discharge?
That's right. A woman who can only bear daughters has no place in this family.
I see. Well, thank you.
Excuse me?
For saving me the trouble. Honestly, even just stepping through that front door again would have made me sick. I'm glad I don't have to.
You do understand you're being divorced, don't you?
Oh, that? Hiro said he had something to tell you about that. He's planning to message you shortly, so I'll leave that to him. I've got my hands full with the recovery and my daughter. Goodbye, Margaret. Please don't text me again, today or any time in the future.
Hiro, are you still at the hospital with Suzuka? You really need to come home soon. Your new bride is arriving tomorrow, and it would be deeply rude not to greet her properly.
Hey there, Mom. I've been meaning to ask you something. Were you ever going to tell me that you were Dad's third wife?
What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. He divorced his first 2 wives, and you know why that happened, don't ya?
I don't see what this has to do with anything.
Okay, if you won't say it, I will. They were both discarded after giving birth to a daughter instead of a son, just like you threatened to do with Suzuka.
Who told you that? How did you even find out?
It doesn't matter who told me. I'm not naming names. I'd rather not get anyone else tangled up in your drama. But just so you know, I've already made plans to meet both of my older half-sisters.
What? Oh, you can't be serious.
Dead serious. I always thought it was kind of weird how you insisted the first grandchild must be a boy. Now it all makes sense, in the worst way possible.
Well, that's not fair. We need an heir. Someone to carry the family name, the legacy. It's a time-honored tradition in this family.
Tradition? No, it's cruelty disguised as culture. You think forcing divorce on women over the sex her first child happened to be is something to be proud of?
I did what I had to do, and I stayed in this house because I gave birth to you, a boy, just like I was supposed to.
Exactly. You're only the matriarch because you happened to produce a son. What if I'd been a girl?
Well, that's not the point.
It is the point. If I had been a girl, you'd be sitting where Suzuka is now, discarded and dishonored, just like the wives before you. Don't you see how warped that is? And how disgusting it is that you take part in it?
This isn't how you talk to your mother.
No, it's how I talk to someone who's trying to destroy my family. And since we're talking about biology, did you know that the father determines the child's sex?
What?
Scientifically, it's true. Whether the baby is a boy or girl is entirely dependent on the father's chromosomes. So if you're upset our child's a girl, then you're blaming the wrong person. You should blame me.
But that's... Look, Hiro, dear, you've gotten everything all twisted up.
I'm not twisting anything. I'm finally telling the truth. And the truth is I'm ending this toxic legacy right here, right now. This is where it stops.
Ending it? What in the world do you mean? Hiro, please calm down. You're starting to be ridiculous.
No, I'm being a husband. I'm being a father. Which is why Suzuka, our daughter, and I are moving out permanently.
You can't be serious. That's not your decision to make on your own.
It absolutely is. I'm an adult, a father, a husband. And frankly, I don't need your permission to protect my family.
But you agreed to the divorce, didn't you?
I did.
Finally, at least that's done.
Yeah, except I didn't divorce Suzuka.
What are you talking about?
I divorced you, Mom. I am cutting all ties I ever had with such a lowlife as you. I would rather have been born the son of the poorest woman in the world than you.
Don't be absurd.
You wanted separation? You got it.
But, Hiro, you don't know what I have planned for you. Your new bride, she's perfect. She's young, educated, from a respected family. Everything I could want in a wife for you. It's a perfect arrangement.
Yeah, she does sound perfect. Too bad she's already taken.
What?
Yeah, her husband is out of the country on business right now. I spoke to her already.
You... what?
And boy, am I glad I did. Turns out you were fantasizing the whole thing. She said she wants nothing to do with you. You were acting completely alone, and she found the entire proposal offensive.
That's not possible.
It is. And here's the real kicker. We're already moving. Today. Suzuka and our daughter are coming with me.
You're making that all up.
Not even a little. In fact, this'll be the last time you hear from me, and you will never, ever meet your granddaughter.
You can't cut me off like this.
You already did that to yourself. Oh, and by the way, I understand that you were trying to offer Suzuka $100,000 to divorce me. Is that right? Let me guess you were planning to steal it from Dad's company?
Well, I was planning to procure it using some creative means.
That's a yes if I ever heard one, and we're not taking a single cent of that dirty money. Keep it. You'll need it more than we do.
I raised you better than this.
No, you raised me to repeat your mistakes, but I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing better.
Hiro.
Goodbye, Mom. We're done here.
I was discharged on Monday morning, just like the doctors planned. I never went back to that house. Hiro had already packed our things, and by the time I stepped outside, he was waiting with our daughter bundled in his arms. We didn't look back. He had resigned from his company the week before, something he'd quietly arranged to coincide with the birth. When his parents stormed the office demanding answers, he was already gone. We moved into a small but warm apartment owned by Hiro's uncle, a kind man who welcomed us without question. No one in his family ever learned our new address, and honestly, that's exactly how I wanted it. I heard the company Margaret clung to like a trophy collapse just weeks later due to embezzlement, lawsuits, and disgrace. Poetic, really. As for us, we're still tired, still healing, still figuring things out. But we wake up each morning beside someone who loves us. Not because we produced the right child, but because we're a family. Margaret wanted a bloodline, I wanted a life, and I got one. I don't know what the future holds, but I know this. My daughter will grow up free. That cycle ends with me.
OMG, Ethan! It's been forever! Like 5 years? Like, seriously? And what's even crazier is that you're rich now! $30 million a year? Are you joking right now? You're like a total billionaire. Why didn't you tell me? Hello? I would have never dumped you if I knew you were secretly building me a fortune. I mean, I only left because I thought you were some sad little temp guy with no future, not some undercover mogul. Do you have any idea how many guys I turned down who were, like, actually cute just because I was loyal to you? Ugh! You were literally supposed to tell me when the glow-up happened. That's like boyfriend 101. If you just said something, anything, I wouldn't have gotten bored and, explored my options. But no, you had to play the whole mysterious nobody card while secretly being a millionaire in training? I cannot believe you kept that from me. That is so unfair. Hey, Hey, Ethan, answer me. Don't ignore me like this. Hey, Ethan. Yesterday was so crazy. Sorry I had to cut our little chat short. But, I'm back now, so yay! But, still no reply? Seriously? I mean, I'm literally being so sweet right now. It's been 5 years, Ethan. 5! And I'm the one who reached out first? That's kind of a big deal. Do you have any idea how many guys would kill to get a text from me after that long? And I'm here giving you the time of day. You should honestly be saying thank you. Or groveling. Either's fine. Anyway, hey, Ethan. Hello? Hey, 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 hey! Hey, come on! Are you actually gonna make me wait again? Ugh, rude! Ethan! Ethan! Hello? Aw, are you being shy? Is it 'cause it's been 5 years? That's so cute. Don't worry, I can more than make up for your shyness. Let's just skip the awkward phase and pick up where we left off. We've got 5 years to make up for. Let's start tonight. Just you, me, and absolutely nothing between us. Not even any Are you gonna make me wait? Don't even try to play dumb. I see the red receipts, okay? You're totally reading these. You're just choosing not to answer. Is that your idea of flirting? Because it's honestly kind of mean. Ethan, come on. Answer me. Don't be like this. You always did love to tease me, huh? Is that what this is? Just say you miss me already. Seriously, text me back.
Hey, you free right now? I need to talk. Something kind of weird is going on.
I'm here. What happened? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, nothing urgent, just something annoying. Riley's been messaging me.
Riley? As an ex-girlfriend, Riley? What the hell?
Yeah, it started 4 days ago. She's been sending messages non-stop, like multiple times a day.
You're kidding. What does she even want?
I haven't replied at all, but I've read some of them. It's kind of hard not to.
Wait. She just popped back up out of nowhere after 5 years? Why now?
I think she saw that business article I was featured in last month. You know, the one with the company stats in the sidebar?
Oh, you mean the one that said $30 million in annual revenue?
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure she read that as me making $30 million a year personally.
Oh my god, she thinks you're Jeff Bezos now? I can't with her.
I'm serious. Her first message was like, why didn't you tell me you were rich? Like it was my fault she dumped me for some flashy finance guy who ghosted her.
Wow, that's amazing. And also exactly what I'd expect from her. You do realize she's probably already picking out wedding colors in her head, right?
That wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, it's been so over the top, I'm almost impressed by her delusion. She's convinced I've been working all these years just for her.
That's rich coming from the same girl who told you ambition isn't sexy and made fun of your night classes.
Right! And now she's suddenly obsessed with me being CEO material.
I hate to say it, but this is exactly why your parents warned you not to date her. She only cared about what she could get from you.
Yeah, I didn't see it back then. But I'm honestly glad she ended things. She thought she was upgrading. Joke's on her.
Are you gonna block her?
I want to, believe me, but I feel like I shouldn't. Not yet. If she's this unhinged already, I need to keep an eye on what she might try.
Good point. So what's your plan?
I'm gonna wrap up business here a little early. If I can grab a flight tonight, I'll meet you at the hotel near the airport.
That sounds smart. Want me to book the room?
Yeah, that'd help a lot, thanks. Once you've got the reservation, text me the name and time and I'll head straight there.
Done. I'll handle it. And hey, we'll figure this out. Together.
I know. I'm just really, really glad I have you.
Same goes for me, Ethan. Love you. Okay, I finally get it now. You haven't replied because you're totally surprising me with a new mansion, right? You're so extra sometimes, Ethan. But it's actually kind of romantic. You've come such a long way from that broke little temp I used to date. Now you're like a full-blown real estate prince. My Ethan, the luxury man. So, when do I move in? Like, is there a spa? Should I bring my own robe? So, update. My apartment lease ends tomorrow. Total surprise, I know. I couldn't renew it because of, circumstances. Long story. But it's honestly perfect timing, right? Like fate level perfect. So I'll just come stay with you. I mean, the mansion's basically ready, right? I'll pack light. Just 3 suitcases in my makeup fridge. Don't worry, I'm super low maintenance now. Can you send the gate code? Or should I just Uber over?
Emergency, red alert, she's actually coming tomorrow.
Wait, what? Who's coming?
Riley, she just texted me. Her apartment lease ends tomorrow and she said she's moving in with me.
You've gotta be kidding. She thinks your house is, what, her new home now?
Yep, she literally said she's bringing her stuff and heading over like it's some fairy tale reunion. She fully believes I've been setting up this mansion for her.
Oh my god, that is terrifying. What are you going to do?
I'm getting out of here tonight. I booked a hotel near the airport. I'll head there right after I finish packing.
Good. That's smart. I wish I could be there with you.
You being on the other end of this phone is already keeping me sane, honestly.
Text me once you check in, okay? I'll set up everything we need.
Will do. I'm heading out now. I just can't believe this is actually happening.
Neither can I, but we've got this. One insane Hey, Ethan! So, I know you're not exactly the biggest texter and all, but it's been a whole week, 7 days! That's like a full Netflix trial period. Sloppy guys get dumped, just saying. Ding ding! Bet my notifications are getting annoying by now, huh? Or are you just too busy fluffing up my new luxury pillow fort?
You've got some nerve. Didn't you block me 5 years ago? If I remember right, you said I was just some broke temp who'd never go anywhere in life. Then you dumped me and ran off with a hedge fund bro. Ring any bells?
OMG, wow. Chill. I unblocked you, didn't I? That's like a gesture. And maybe if you actually cared, you'd have changed your number. Or sent flowers, or something. I mean, it's not like it was impossible to reach me. You just didn't try hard enough. But that's okay. That's like one of the things we can work on when we're living together.
I just skimmed the wall of text you've been spamming all week, so here's a question. What exactly do you want? Just say it.
Ethan, seriously? You still don't get it? You worked your butt off these past 5 years, and it was all for me. You're making $30 million a year now. It's obviously fate. You and me, we're meant to be. Most guys would have been ghosted after 3 days. But I kept texting. That's dedication. That's love. You should be thanking me.
It never occurred to you that maybe I left you on read because I didn't want to reply?
Nope. I ruled out that silly little possibility immediately. I mean, hello? You went from poor little temp to a millionaire executive, all thanks to my motivational breakup. You're literally living the dream because of me. Why wouldn't you want me back?
First of all, the number you're citing is company revenue, not my personal income. Second, it's my dad's company. I took all those temp jobs to study different industries from the ground up. It was part of my training to join the executive board, something that was already set in motion when we were dating.
What? Why didn't you tell me that back then? If I'd known, I never would have left.
Exactly. That's why I didn't tell you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because women like you who only see dollar signs and clout are exactly the reason my parents told me to keep my position quiet. And looking at you now, they were absolutely right.
Well, you want to know what I'm looking at right now? Your big, beautiful mansion.
What?
I'm here! Just got out of this cab after 2 hours. My spine is officially broken, but totally worth it. Come outside already. I'm about 5 seconds from collapsing into your arms and passing out in your big fancy bed with those fluffy rich person comforters. Oh, and the place is gorgeous, by the way. You really outdid yourself. Wait, is this marble? Actual marble? Are we living in a palace now? Ethan, you sneaky romantic.
Quick question, what does the mailbox say?
Huh? Carver. Why?
Because that's not my house.
Wait, what?
That house belongs to Mr. Carver. He's a longtime friend of my father. He let me stay there for 1 month last year on a temporary work trip.
Hold on. So you're trying to tell me that you don't actually live here?
No, I never did.
But I saw you coming and going here. I thought you were getting it ready for me.
No, Riley, that wasn't a romantic gesture. That was a favor from a family friend.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not. And whatever fantasy you've built around this house, it's got nothing to do with me.
Then where do you actually live?
Not even in this country. A couple of years ago, my company started a massive project overseas. It's probably the single biggest initiative in the company's history, and I'm the guy that got picked to run it. I've been living near our company's new international headquarters ever since. The only reason I'm in the country right now is because I was going to some meetings in our domestic HQ.
Oh, so you came to pick me up. You're gonna take me overseas with you to a tropical paradise?
I don't think constant rain and taking 30 minutes to drive half a block make this a tropical paradise. But no, I'm not taking you with me. I'm leaving to go back over there in just an hour or so.
Are you seriously saying I dragged my suitcases out here for nothing?
No, I'm saying you dragged your suitcases out there because you convinced yourself of something I never said, never implied, and never wanted. That is, you're delusional.
Hey, you can't talk to your future wife that way.
Riley, you are not my future wife. You will never have any part in my life ever again. And would you like to know why? I'm married now.
What? You married someone else? You had me and you just threw that away?
You dumped me, remember? Said I wasn't good enough for you. I started dating my wife 6 months after you walked out.
But you love me. You always have. That's like your whole thing.
I don't. I used to, then you cheated and bragged about it. That was the moment everything ended.
You're just scared. That's all this is. You still like me. You're just too embarrassed to admit it now that you're married.
No, I'm not scared. I'm just done with you.
You've got to be kidding. After everything, after all the trouble I went to meet up with you, you're really going to pretend you don't feel anything?
Why would I take back someone who dumped me for a guy with a nicer car, gloated about it, blocked me, then reappeared 5 years later thinking I was rich?
That's not how it was.
That's exactly how it was. You left, you replaced me, you erased me, and now you think you can strut back in because you like the numbers on a website?
Okay, I think it's safe to say that you're overreacting just a teensy tiny bit here.
No, I'm finally reacting exactly the way I should have from the start, by shutting the door for good.
Hey, hold on. If you're serious about this, then why is there a moving truck pulling up outside the house? Was this all some sort of practical joke? Pretending you hate me and then popping out of the truck and giving me a big hug and kiss? If so, that is the most romantic thing ever! And kind of obnoxious, but I'll let that slide.
Nope, that truck's not mine, but I did expect you to pull something like this, so I gave Mr. Carver a heads up.
Gave him a heads up about what exactly?
About you showing up uninvited. He made arrangements. You'll be going to one of his friends' factories. There's a room there in the employee housing building waiting for you.
You're sending me to a factory? Are you kidding right now? You can't do that.
It's already done. You've got unpaid debt, remember? The money you stole from your last boyfriend?
That has nothing to do with you.
Actually, it kind of does, because that guy, turns out he's Mr. Carver's son-in-law.
You're lying. That's a lie. There's no way the universe could be that cruel to me.
The universe owes you this and many more gut punches, I'm afraid. As I was saying, the woman you cheated with him on, she's Mr. Carver's daughter.
No! No!
I told Mr. Carver everything. He said he'd make sure you paid what you owed. You'll be working full-time while living under 24/7 surveillance in the employee dorms. Your wages will be garnished with the lion's share going to repay what you owe.
This is insane. You can't just throw me away like garbage.
I didn't throw you away. You did that all by yourself 5 years ago when you decided I wasn't worth your time.
Ethan, please. Please, I'm begging you. Don't leave like this.
Enjoy the factory, Riley. I've got a plane to catch. Goodbye. Forever. Mr. Carver gave me the full update a few days later. Apparently, Riley's stuff was packed up and delivered directly to the factory dorm. It's a rural place with no nightlife and no distractions, just a long road of repetitive work and silence. Perfect for someone who used to treat life like a shopping spree through other people's wallets. She's officially employed now, full time. Her wages are being garnished each month to cover a total of $100,000 in debt. Surprised at that number? I was too. Apparently, she also owes damages from other stunts she's pulled over the years. Carver didn't get into details. He just said there's no need for sympathy for someone like her. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. Claire and I left the country right on schedule. It was a smooth flight with no drama, just the way we like it. I've already hit the ground running at our overseas branch, and Claire's settling in beautifully. Riley was a detour, a loud, expensive 5-year-old ghost of a mistake. And now she's exactly where she belongs, in a place where every hour counts and charm can't pay your bills. With her gone for good, I can finally focus on my wife, on my future, on the life we built, not the one she imagined she could steal back. Manami, where are you? It's been a week, one whole week since the wedding, and I still haven't heard a single word from you. I don't even know if you're safe. Are you? You didn't call, you didn't write, you just vanished into thin air. I've gone over every moment of that morning 1,000 times. I keep wondering what I missed, what I did wrong. My family's scared, your family's scared. I'm scared, Manami. I'm scared something happened to you, or worse, that this was your choice. Everyone keeps asking questions I can't answer. Do you know how that feels? At least let me know you're alive, please. Just one word. Hey man, long time no talk. Way too long, actually. But have no fear, the ghost of Ethan's past is back. And this time I've got some good news for you. Caleb? No way! You just pop out of nowhere after, what, 8 years? Yeah, it's crazy when I think about it. 8 years since I moved to the other side of the country. Wild, huh? Time's a trip, man. I swear it still feels like yesterday we were skipping third period to go hit golf balls off the bed of your truck. Don't forget the time we tried to grill steaks on your apartment balcony and set off the whole building's alarm system. Okay, but to be fair, you said the fire was under control. It was, until it wasn't. Oh God, I needed this laugh today. Yeah? I'm glad I could be of service. I was thinking about you recently. Wondered how you were holding up after, well, you know. I'm doing all right. Things have stabilized. It took time, but I'm good now, really. I still can't believe what old what's-her-name did to you. Who ghosts their fiancé on the day of their wedding, for God's sake? Yeah, it's crazy to think it's been 8 years since that day. The wedding that never was. She just disappeared, Caleb. One moment we were hours from walking down the aisle, and the next, silence. No call, no text, not even a note. I still feel awful I wasn't there. Maybe if I hadn't been on the West Coast, I could have, I don't know, done something. Don't beat yourself up, man. There's nothing you could have done. Hell, I couldn't even stop it, dude, and I was the freaking groom. What matters is I'm okay now. It took a while, but I moved on. That's good to hear. And hey, like I was saying earlier, the reason I texted was I had some good news for you. Yeah? Hit me with it. I'm getting married. No kidding? Dude, congratulations! That's awesome! Thanks. The ceremony's happening downtown. We're gonna have a pretty small guest list, just my family and a few friends. I was hoping you'd be there. Of course! I wouldn't miss it for the world! Send me the invite! Already in the mail. Gonna be great seeing you again. Same here. Honestly, I could use something to look forward to. Caleb, there's something really important that I have to talk to you about now. Ethan, where the hell did you go? You saw her and just disappeared. I've been looking everywhere. You didn't even say anything. Are you okay? Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm outside right now. I just needed to breathe. What happened in there, dude? You look like you'd seen a ghost. I've never seen you like that. Because I did. I did see a ghost. I don't get it. What's going on with you? I need you to stay calm, all right? I wouldn't do this unless I was absolutely sure. Just tell me, okay? Whatever it is, I'll hear you out. What's her name? Your fiancé. Full name. Manami Carter. Why? Manami Carter was the name of the woman I was engaged to 8 years ago. What? Oh my God. You're joking. She left me on our wedding day. No call, no message, nothing. Just vanished. And I'm telling you, Caleb, that woman standing there in the dress you helped pick out, that's her. Ethan, wait. That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be a coincidence. I mean, there are a lot of Carters around here. I thought the exact same way when I got the invite. I saw the name and thought, no way. But when I saw her face today, it hit me like a freight train. A freight train that's been building up momentum for 8 whole years. It's her. I'd bet my life on it. She told me she was originally from upstate. Said she moved around a lot. Yeah, she moved. She moved right out of her own wedding without a damn word. Oh my God. I didn't want to ruin your day. I kept hoping I was wrong, but I'm not. You needed to know. Come inside, now. I'll be waiting in my dressing room. I need to look you in the eye when you say all this. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Can someone please explain to me what you think you're doing here? Because unless I'm hallucinating, you just walked into my wedding. Are you seriously trying to ruin my happiness again? Is that the game now? I don't know how you even found out about this wedding or what sick satisfaction you thought you'd get. But whatever you're trying to do, I'm telling you now, it's not going to work.
You think you're surprised? Imagine how I feel seeing you alive in a wedding dress pretending we never happened. I never expected to find out that the woman my best friend was about to marry was the same one who disappeared from my life. And for the record, I didn't crash this wedding, Manami. Caleb invited me. I'm here as one of his oldest friends. I'm part of his family, not yours.
Wait, hold on. Caleb's your friend? You're the one he's always talking about? I didn't even realize you two knew each other.
I think I know what happened. Back when you and I were together, Caleb was working out of state, so you never met him. And when we got engaged, we planned a small family-only ceremony. There wouldn't have been any reason for him to be there. Then after everything with you, I moved away and Caleb came back around the same time. I guess our lives just crossed again at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, you could say that again.
But as long as we're here, there's something I need to ask you.
What do you want?
Why did you leave? Why wait until the wedding day to vanish? Why not just tell me the truth? Your parents spent 8 years trying to find you, 8 years of crying and blaming themselves. They lived in fear that something had happened to you, and you never once reached out. If you didn't want to go through with the wedding, you could have said something, anything, but instead you just disappeared.
Because it was easier that way. Do you want the truth? That's it. It was easier. Canceling a wedding comes with all kinds of annoying consequences. Fees, emotional fallout, legal messes. I didn't want to deal with any of it. And the guy I was seeing back then told me we should just run for it. No drama, no obligations. So I took his advice. It was selfish, sure, but it was clean.
So it really was another guy. I always wondered, and now you've confirmed it. But the worst part isn't even that you left me. It's that you left everyone else behind to pick up the pieces. Your parents covered every cent of the wedding costs. I lost count of all the apologies they made on your behalf. You turned their world upside down and walked away like it was nothing. Do you even understand what that kind of cruelty looks like from the outside?
I'm not gonna sit here and let you preach at me like I'm a villain in some soap opera. I did what I had to do to move forward. And frankly, I've moved way past all of this. I'm marrying Caleb today, a man who works for a prestigious firm and makes over $100,000 a year. I'm going to be a full-time housewife with everything I ever wanted. You, on the other hand, were barely scraping together 10 grand a year last time I checked. We were never equals, Ethan. You just didn't want to admit it. Now I'm moving into a world you were never cut out for.
Where did you even get that number?
That's not important right now. What matters is that you're not part of this life anymore. So do me a favor. Don't say anything to Caleb. Don't cause a scene and just leave.
Not before I ask you one more question. Have you guys done any of the paperwork to get legally married yet?
What? No. We were gonna do all that boring stuff after the wedding.
I see. Well, I guess that's all for the best. You wouldn't be able to get legally married anyway.
Wait, no. You're not actually here because you think we should get back together, are you?
Not even in your wildest dreams.
Well, in that case, I'd appreciate it if you'd walk back out that door and disappear from my life again.
That's gonna be hard to do right now, because Caleb is with me.
What?
Yeah, he's standing right here, and he's coming to talk to you. So I'd suggest you stay right where you are and don't try to run this time.
Hey, are you still at the venue?
What do you want now?
I just talked to Caleb. He told me something pretty shocking. Apparently, you make $200,000 a year. 200,000! I thought you were pulling in 10 grand a year when I left, but that was actually your monthly income? And now it's even more because you started your own company? I mean, you're seriously wealthy now?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, in that case, I went ahead and did you a favor. I called off the wedding for you. So why don't we just pick up where we left off? I conveniently already have the marriage license form with me. I filled out my part. We can file it today.
You didn't cancel anything for me. Caleb found out the truth and called off the wedding himself. Let's not pretend this was your idea.
Okay, sure. Maybe it wasn't entirely my call. But the fact is, the wedding is off now. That's what matters, right? The path is clear for us. We can finally make this work. You and me. It's meant to be, don't you think?
What makes you think I'd ever want to be with you again? You seriously believe I'd go back to the person who abandoned me at the altar? I'm married, Manami! I have a wife, I have a child!
Wait, what? Are you for real?
That's right. And there's one other detail you might have overlooked. You're legally dead!
I'm legally dead?
You heard me. After you disappeared, your family filed a missing person report. After 7 years, they were allowed to request a declaration of death.
You're telling me I've been declared dead?
Legally, yes. If someone vanishes and their whereabouts are unknown for 7 years, the law treats them as deceased.
So now, in the government's eyes, I'm not even alive?
Correct. As of now, legally speaking, you don't exist.
But that can be reversed, right? I mean, I'm standing right here, obviously. It can prove I'm alive.
Sure, you can file to revoke the declaration, but it doesn't change the fact that you vanished for 8 years. That status didn't come from nowhere.
Okay, fine. That scared me for a second. But if it's reversible, then whatever. I'll deal with it. I mean, it's not like I'm actually dead. Just legally.
Maybe not physically dead, but in every other way, you disappeared from the lives of everyone who cared about you. And that disappearance had some very serious and very permanent effects.
What are you even talking about?
Your parents passed away earlier this year.
What?
Yeah, they both passed away.
No, that can't be right.
I don't live in the area anymore, so I only heard bits and pieces, but I know they spent years trying to find you. They carried the burden of everything you left behind. They paid hundreds of thousands in penalties for your sudden disappearance. Every apology to the venue, to the guests, to the businesses they made on your behalf. But it still wasn't enough. Their reputation was completely destroyed. They were branded as the parents of the runaway bride. People whispered about them constantly. They wanted to leave town and start over, but couldn't afford to. The debt you dumped on them made it impossible. The pressure never let up. Eventually, it crushed them.
You're saying that I caused that? That they died because of me?
I'm saying that's what everyone who knew them believes, and I'm saying they're probably right.
That's not what I wanted. I never meant for it to turn out like that.
Intent doesn't undo damage. You ran! You left them to carry the fallout and vanished like none of it mattered. You lied. You manipulated. You rewrote your story like the past had been erased. But it wasn't erased. It festered. It killed the people who loved you the most. You said earlier that Caleb had no family, that he was completely alone. But now it turns out that's you! You became the person you pretended he was. Someone with no one left. No roots, no ties, no one to call your name when everything collapses. So go ahead. Live however you want, but do it knowing the cost. You could spend the rest of your days The wedding, of course, was called off. Officially, Manami was deemed entirely at fault. She was held responsible for all cancellation fees and emotional damages to Caleb and his family. Given her track record, the venue didn't trust her to pay in installments. They demanded everything up front in one lump sum. She did eventually file the paperwork to reverse her legal death declaration, no surprise there, but that didn't change what she'd become. From that point on, she was truly alone in the world. No parents, no family, no friends left to lean on. From what I've heard, she borrowed the full amount from some rather shady lenders just to pay off the wedding debts. And then, true to form, she ran. People say she's disappeared again. Some claim she left the country. Others say she might not be alive anymore. Honestly, I don't know what to believe, and I don't think I want to. Caleb told me the whole story later, shaking his head with that bitter little smile. He said, maybe it's better this way. Some truths are better off left in darkness. I didn't argue. After everything, silence might be the only peace she ever gave anyone.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.